Yes, welcome to beautiful Strathalbyn, looking an absolute treat for this winter's day, the long weekend, and we'll just listen to the national anthem. Yes, welcome to association football here in two of the strongest leagues you'll find in South Australia, the Great Southern Football League and the Southern Football League, for what will be an absolute cracking game in pretty tired conditions. I'm John Ferner and I welcome Hayden Berryman to the microphone. Welcome, Hayden.
Yes, no, thank you, John. Terrific to have me on board today. I mean, terrific to call the game with you, mate. Really looking forward to this contest. I mean, I can speak on behalf of some of the Southern League players, but before we do that, we've got to go to the toss of coin. Captain Tyler Davies from the Southern, and who's your captain of the Great Southern, number 16, who's Hayden Sampson?
Yeah, we've got Hayden Sampson out there. He brings a wealth of knowledge and experience and a really good footballer. I think he won the toss and will kick to the right of screen to the southern end, which has been the scoring end today. It's really tired conditions here, so the Great Southern will want to get away to a fast start. Thank you very much to Simply Shutters and Shades for the coin toss, and an important one to win. You want to get away to a good start. We've seen showers come on and off all day here through the first few games, and if you can get away to a good start, it's going to hold you in good stead for the rest of the day, and you can sort of play the game on your terms. And I feel if Great Southern, who are a little bit undermanned from what we understand, as well as Great Southern, it's always... it's not difficult to find players, but in these conditions, you want to put your hand up and you want to play your best footy, and it can hold you in good stead. The mateship you can make, and so hopefully all those juniors coming up can see the importance of association football and put their best foot forward. But Hayden, if you want a quick word on some of the Southern Footy League players that you're keen to watch.
Yeah, mate. Well, Bradley Patterson, he's thrived for these games. Of course, he's a champion player for Flagstaff Hill, multiple premiership player. And two blokes would have come into the Southern League this year. Nick Kramer's actually a junior originally with Ranella from Happy Valley this year. He's absolutely dominant. He's a goal-kicking midfielder, same as Cooper Rogers from your club, McLaren Vale. Of course, he's been brilliant. He's thriving for these games. He's strong body. And four under-21 players I'm really looking forward to. Lockie Hamilton, smart ball user. He'll probably take out all the kickouts. Another one from Happy Valley. Jake Agnew kicked 9 goals last week against Kangaroo Island for the under-21s. And also Callum Bennett, very clever footballer from Christie's Beach and under-21s. And Oliver Goss, I'm really looking forward to. He's starting on the wing from the Port Noarlunga Football Club. If you're a league footy club, South Adelaide, Glenelg, Sturt, Westies, you should be watching this game very carefully. Those four should impress. And the other one is Dylan Strickland from Happy Valley, centre-half back. He's an immaculate ball user and just probably easily the best defender in the Southern Footy League. Those are the players I'm looking forward to. What about yourself, John? Anyone exciting from the Great Southern?
Yeah, there's some very exciting players. We've got the Tiwi Island boys out there that have come down and really strengthened up Yankalilla this year. They're one of the great improvers there, so keep your eye out for them. They've great pace. It's a long way from the Tiwi Islands to Strathalbyn on a day like today, but they'll provide some real speed, and there's some great players. Obviously, the Sampson boys and Heaslip, these sort of guys that are seasoned players and really strong-bodied, really good ball users, and you're going to need that on a day like today. As we get set for the senior men, Great Southern versus hosting the Southern Footy League here at Strathalbyn. As the ball goes up, the big fellas tap it down. A little bit of ping-pong to start the day. Clean there by Sampson. Can't get it out. Goes to himself across. They just surge it forward. And it'll be a ball up there. True centre-half forward. So a little bit of a scrappy footy to start with, as we expect today. But the umpire throws it up, and there'll be another stoppage, and we'll see plenty of stoppages today as we have all day today.
Yep, it's saying, well, Hayes good tackle there, and there's All right, Mitchell goes up in the ruck against Shervington. Ball in dispute. And, geez, like you said, it's going to be a very hard. And the Great Southern do get that kick. Heaslip gets it. And Davies goes back with a flight. But Rogers picks it up. And Goss picks it up. Geez, I told you, he's very good below his knees, Goss. Very good. And, you know, we're going to get a ball up? No. Geez, very tough contest. Rogers bangs it forward. And Southern League in front. That's a mark, I think.
Yeah, playing in front there is good, and Glass, and that's what you want to do. And one of the Ironbank boys is provide a good focal target up there forward, and you play in front in these windy conditions, and you'll get rewarded as he did then. It's going to be a tough kick. We haven't seen too many goals to the left of screen today, and kicking into that breeze and sort of 35, 40 metres out, he's going to have to really punch this as he takes a very long run up, a good 20, 30 metre run up. This will be a great start for Southern, playing in front. He sets sail, as you can just see the wind pushing that one well across the face of goal, and he's missed a lot. So missed opportunity there, but if they can keep the ball in their forward half, it's definitely going to be a territory battle today, and whoever can play the most footy in their forward half, I think, are going to create the opportunities.
Absolutely. Well, Heaslip brings it in. You're cool, John.
Yep, so Great Southern looking to change the angles here as we come across there. Finds Canali, the Galway boy, in the long sleeves. Should be easy to know. There'll be a few out there in the long sleeves. Great spoil there by Nick Kramer, one of my close workmates. So I'm interested to see how he goes. He's a solid, like you said, a goal-scoring half-forward midfielder that can really do some damage. So they'll want to knuckle down on him. Looks like Cameron Kerr, the Yankalilla lad, has got the job on Kramer.
Yeah, that'll be a good matchup, that, and probably the right man to put on him too. So Mitchell goes up in the ruck against Shervington. Ball in dispute. Yeah, good attacker there on the footy by Hayes, but Great Southern are away here. Heaslip's got it. Bangs it forward, and then one of those boys I speak of, Lockie Hamilton.
Yeah, read the ball really well there.
Good
Hamilton.
pass. Oh, it's gone over the top. Here's a chance for the Southern. Need's got a chance here, but well done by the Great Southern Footy League player in Kempster. He just wadded that ball, didn't he, John?
Yeah, the Maiponga boys, they set up really well behind the ball, and that was a great kick there in by Hamilton. I like the ones that are low and hard into that breeze and can skid through today. And you get out the back, there's going to be some boys that get those opportunities all the way out the back there, as we look like it's going to be another stoppage. No, they get the ball out this time now. Looks like it was thrown out. Umpire let that go a bit. There's going to be hopefully the umpires do let it go today. Looks like they come through strong tackle. That's the kind of intensity you want in association football early on. And another repeat stoppage here for the Southern Footy League.
Yep, all right. Ball in dispute. All right. Heaslip again. Geez, having a bit of the ball, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right. Great Southern get the ball. They get it out of there. And, geez, that's a very good mark. You've got a name there?
Yeah, that's a play. Sorry, pardon me. A Solomon's flooring mark of the day. Anything that you mark up in the up high there, looks like that was Cantilla, a famous name, not only in South Australia but also up in the Tiwis. That goes up forward, and that's another strong mark. An absolute beautifully strong mark there by Patrick Che. So the Yankalilla lads teeing up there and giving the Great Southern. And this is where the Southern Footy League, they've had a couple of shots on goal and some early opportunities. Yeah, Great Southern go down, find a great mark up forward and can put an early score on the board. As he sets sail, doesn't mind it off the boot. It just holds up there. And a strong fist, and that's through for the Great Southern's first minor score, a rush behind.
Gee, I tell you what, that's what you got to do on the last line of defence, though. You got to smash that ball over the line. The Crows were brilliant at that last night. It's Darcy Mitchell, best ruckman in the Southern Footy League. That's why he's rucking today. Knocks that over. And the man I speak of, Lockie Hamilton, taking the kick-ins. I said before the game. All right, kicks it out. Tucker's got it. Tucker, he's a brilliant player as well. Kicks it at our boy, Cooper Rogers. And, of course, I think that's Copley. And now Davies. Davies there. Kramer, the man you speak of, former workmate of mine, and mate of yours. Gorman Gleason, here's a chance. Davies again. Ball in dispute. Oh, good pressure by the Great Southern. But they've still got it, the Southern League. Tucker, geez, one run in and to the other. The chance. Marshman's got it and missed. Geez, that was good play, wasn't it, by the Southern League? Yeah,
it was great transition, and Coach Shillerby will be very disappointed going coast to coast in these conditions. And I know Shillers will really want to tighten up those coast to coast transition. In these conditions, you shouldn't be allowed to go that easy from one end to the other. But skillful football, dangerous kick-ins, just been intercepted there. Looks like they're going to get it back. Great Southern, strong tackle. Might have been a bit high, and the umpire has paid that. So looks like the boys want to go pretty quickly on both sides and get some speed on the ball. A rush kick forward there by Cantilla. Can't quite find it. Here's for Jimmy. What can he do? Goes to ground. Southern Footy League now out on that outer side. Looks like they get the clearance here through Goss. Goss, a really talented youngster. They've got a loose man up forward, but strong fist through comes Lockie Cam. And he'll have the big job on Marshman today to try and quell them. He's a tall, rangy defender. He matches up really well in the local leagues against the likes of Shillabeer and those tools. And he'll have the big job on Marshman today.
Yeah, well, that's a very good insight there, John. All right, Mitchell wins the tap, and Rogers, geez, he wanted it. And I think that's Cantilla intercepted that beautifully. It's a hot footy at the moment. And, geez, John, that's what it's about. It's going to be like that all day. There's going to be a lot of hot footy in that.
Yeah, it is. It's just who has the composure. And you still got to lower your eyes, even these wet conditions, and try and hit up some leading targets. As this time, Rogers is in there, can't quite get his hands on the footy.
Goss
it's
has got it.
Intercepted by Goss. Goss, a flying shot on goal. This could go through.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Ollie Goss is going to be one. He's still with South Adelaide Reserves and is an absolute talent through for Port Noarlunga, who's having a great year. Obviously, Porty's one of the games of the year a couple of weeks ago against Ranella.
He kicked a couple of goals that game, yep.
Yep, so
Heaslip's got it.
Just bring it in. Heaslip just marks it just before it went out of bounds in front of Kramer. So you're looking back here. They've set up pretty well, Southern, and so Heaslip doesn't really want to bomb it down the line. They've got a +1, so he does. He switches it across. Very dangerous. This looks like it could be a goal to Glass and sweeps around on the right foot. Is it going to bounce through? I think it does. Great goal, and that's a Flurio Gin goal of the day.
FP Ag are your local, independent, rural resellers across the Flurio. Whether you require specialist fertiliser blending, spreading, agronomic or animal health advice, your FP Ag local bloke can help. Looking to buy or sell livestock? FP Ag can find the right marketing solution that suits your needs, supporting local sporting clubs and communities across the Flurio. All farms, all weather, all year. Your FP Ag team is working with you. FP Ag, we're in your field.
Back in the middle. Archbold goes up against Shervington. All right, and very well played by Callum Bennett, one of the youngsters. Gets it forward. Shervington gets the handball. And well done. I think that was Thompson. Hits it over to Sampson and Jack Flett. Very good mark. He's a very good player, Jack Flett. Beautiful left foot kick. All right, now kicks over to Patterson. Jeez, only went one-handed. Not sure about that, why he did that. That's all right. Good recovery. Oh, well done, Callum Bennett. And, Lockie Hamilton. Gee, he's got some tricks, hadn't he? What a pass.
Yeah,
and
great
Dylan
play.
Brown. Brown's got it and tries to pass it in, and that is Benham. Benham's got it, and here's a chance. Rogers, surely he'll go back and have a shot. Jeez, how good's Lockie Hamilton at the moment?
Yeah, they look really slick, and they look a lot quicker than what the Southern Footy League do. And you mentioned before the game, they've got some bigger bodies, and they probably went in slightly tall in these wet conditions, but they look really slick off half back. And the high half forwards for Great Southern would really want to pick up their pressure because the ball's just rebounding out of that half forward line just far too easily, and it sets up a shot on goal.
Rogers has the ping, and I reckon he's kicked that. Geez, Southern League have got their second. And the score is 2-2, 14 to Great Southerns, one behind.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddon's are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust. Now with Ford, so check out their Everest. Duddon's are your 4x4 and SUV specialists. Visit either of their 2 Murraybridge dealerships or visit duddons.com.au for more information. Duddon's, easy to do business with.
As the Rucks battle, Paul comes down to the goal kicker in Rogers, who started the game brilliantly. He's out there to put a really stamp on this game as it comes to him again. In there, in and under, as he always is. Intercepted there, though, by Heaslip. He gets the hands out this time, but it's just another skewed handball and another front half turnover. Tucker now gets it around the corner up there. Unbounced, bounced the wrong way. Kramer's now got to run onto a silky smooth, picks it up, looking for the high tackle, and he's got it. I thought he went to ground, but Nick Kramer slightly lucky there, and Canali will be a little bit disappointed there, but smart play by Kramer just to lower the shoulders, sort of like Joel Selwood used to in the days, but he's going to set up, and what would generally be, I'd book him in, but in these conditions, any shots on goal, and this would really hurt Great Southern. Back-to-back quick goals to the Happy Valley boys. We've got a beautiful view on this of camera. Great work by the cameraman. Kramer sets sail. He makes no mistake. He likes it. And Southern have got their third.
FP Ag are your local, independent, rural resellers across the Fleurieu. Whether you require specialist fertiliser blending, spreading, agronomic or animal health advice, your FP Ag local bloke can help. Looking to buy or sell livestock? FP Ag can find the right marketing solution that suits your needs, supporting local sporting clubs and communities across the Fleurieu. All farms, all weather, all year. Your FP Ag team is working with you. FP Ag, we're in your field.
Ball back in the middle.
We're just going to get a replay of that thanks to MGA of that high tackle there on Kramer. As we can see, another ball coming out. That's a great grab there by Goodman Glasson, the goal kicker. He started the game on fire, as all the Happy Valley forwards have. We just have a look at that replay. Probably did get him high in the end. And this is alarm bells now for Great Southern. And Coach Schillerbeer will be wondering what he can do to not only quell the midfield, but just play some possession footy maybe for a bit.
Oh, Southern League having the shot. Geez, Brendan McKeough, Milo, the coach, would be very happy with this. And I think he's got that. Yes, he has. I'm not sure who the goal kicker is. That is number 6, Connor Locke.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddon's are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust. Now with Ford, so check out their Everest. Duddon's are your 4x4 and SUV specialists. Visit either of their 2 Murraybridge dealerships or visit duddons.com.au for more information. Duddon's. Easy to do business with.
Well, at the start, Archbold against Shervington. Shervington wins the tap. Geez, well done by the Southern League player there. Hayes just gets it forward. Gorman Glasson, he's been very good. He's hit that pack very well there. And, geez, Southern League just can't, great Southern League just can't get it forward, can they, John?
No, they need to really get hold of that midfield, or at least play it, just slow the game down. Great, Southern Footy League have just got pace on the ball, and they're using their skills and their strength really well, as we can see here, one way and the other, left foot forward. Great Southern, they've got their numbers back. It's another fumble off the ground, and that looks like Patterson, who could get his hands on the footy, can't quite. This time Southern, can they work it out by hand? It's forced out of bounds, and the pressure, it's not only the ball use that they've got, but the pressure to lock it in their forward half so far has been an absolute treat to this game. And like you said, Milo would be absolutely wrapped with the way that they've started.
All right, so the ball's in. Heaslip, he started all right. He's certainly one we hold his head up high for the Great Southern at the moment. Number 8, and then Carnley's got it, I think. He's got it forward, and Johns goes for the spoil, and ball has gone out of bounds.
It looks like they're just a little bit tentative at the moment. They probably haven't gelled as well as they have in previous years, Great Southern, and the Southern Footy League come out all guns blazing and probably shocked the Great Southern. And they just can't get their hands on the footy, and they can't move it forward, as we see that a ray of sunshine out there. It's a rarity today.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
We've seen some horrid conditions, and you feel for some of those under 15 boys and girls out there that probably haven't fully developed yet. They were freezing, and credit to them to stick it out. It's been a great day of footy so far, and still another game to go after this with the 17 boys. So if you are in the area, get down there. As we can see here, hopefully Great Southern can get the ball forward and get a score on the board and make a game of this, because at the moment, the Southern Footy Leagues, we see another inside 50s. They got 2 flying for it this time. They can't quite get it. This time, Great Southern look to have it, but Southern Footy Leagues' pressure has been outstanding, and that will be another forward half ball up for the Southern Footy League, who already have 4 goals on the board to nothing, and alarm bells ringing.
Oh, absolutely right. Great Southern just can't get it past their centre line, can they? Rogers goes at it. Rogers gets tackled. It was good pressure by the Great Southern there. So their pressure's been okay. The problem is they just can't get it forward. They've got no polish at the moment, the Great Southern.
Yeah, the ball use is definitely what's holding them back at the moment. They're getting their hands on the footy, but just can't quite. They're just not spreading, just not working hard enough. And I think the Southern Footy League have set up really well, so well coached and well drilled at the moment, as we can see this time using it by hands, a small kick. Umpire says that's not 15. It definitely wasn't. Is he going to be pinged? He says no. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And another repeat stoppage inside forward 50 for Southern Footy League, and they are peppering these goals and really pushing their case. And if they can get another one, it's going to be not hard to come back from, but it's a long way back when you're 5 goals down early on in a game of footy. As we can see, this will come straight back in. Southern Footy League, they had one
Johnson's
or two.
got it.
With the Bailey Smith headband, kicks across the goal there, looking for Goss. He has.
Geez, he's a great player, Ollie Goss.
He is sensational, and this is going to be another shot on goal. And if they get to 5 goals out, I think some changes have to be made.
Well, he's one player, John. I see it's got a massive future. If you're a league football club, you should be circling this lad. I mean, if any lad can kick this, it's this lad, Ollie Goss.
Yeah, he's a talent, that's for sure, and he's played a few games for South Adelaide Reserve so far this year. So we can see Ollie Goss straight in front. That looks like a beautiful kick off the boot as it just fades away for a minor score. But all the forwards have started really well. The forwards and midfielders, I guess the backmen haven't had to do a lot so far for Southern Footy League, but they've had plenty of shots on goal. So 4 goals, 3 I think it is now, 4 goals, 2. 4-3 to 1 point.
Tries to bloody torp it.
Tries to torp. They've got to try something. This time they change up the angles. That's probably what they need to do is they come across there to Sampson, the Hayden variety, famous name down in Maipongo, the reigning premiers. This time out on the outer wing, but you can just see the pressure of the Southern Footy League is outstanding, and they get around him and said, thank you very much. We'll have another ball up and another clearance where they've been so strong early on in this quarter.
Yep. Ball's on the wing. The Southern League got it again. All right, and it's going in there forward 50 again. Sockers it forward. That's very clever. Marshman's at it, and he's under pressure. Very well done. He's got Goss. Is that Goss? No, it's Brown. Brown. He has a shot. He's got it. That's goal of the day. Fluorio Gin, goal of the day contender, goes to Dylan Brown.
FP Ag are your local, independent, rural resellers across the Fluorio. Whether you require specialist fertiliser blending, spreading, agronomic or animal health advice, your FP Ag local bloke can help. Looking to buy or sell livestock? FP Ag can find the right marketing solution that suits your needs, supporting local sporting clubs and communities across the Fluorio. All farms, all weather, all year. Your FP Ag team is working with you. FP Ag, we're in your field.
Yeah, welcome back. And this time the Great Southern have loaded up. They've put the captain straight into the midfield there in overall, saying we need to get this ball forward. They need a goal before this quarter comes out. But as you can see, out it goes again, that time through Darcy Mitchell, the vice-captain. Up there towards the true centre-half forward for Southern Footy League. They just need to get their hands on the footy and control this tempo because the Southern Footy League are playing quick footy. That's a better tackle. This time, the rebound. And the umpire said you hung on to him too long, I think. So just as Great Southern get a chance to propel forward, a free kick goes against them and you make your own luck in this game, and Southern Footy League are definitely doing that. They're running, they're carrying, they're using their skills. This has been an absolute highlight for them. This kick comes across. Lux a fortune, though, and he's pinged out his man in Dylan Brown. And the Valley Viking could go through and stick an absolute dagger into the Great Southern as we push into time on here late in this first quarter.
Yeah, tell you what, John, I think the Great Southern have only been forward 50 twice. This guy's creating havoc for him, Dylan Brown, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, you've got to fix up that midfield and win some clearances from here on in. He looks even past terrible.
Jack Flat. Gee, that's poor checking, isn't it?
Yeah, there's poor checking, and they're rattled. There's already a bit of finger pointing going out there, and well, Wayne Miller got in a bit of trouble last week for calling him a rabble, but at the moment, Great Southern are definitely looking like a rabble because to have a player like Jack Flett, who's a beautiful kick, just to wander inside forward 50 and get a shot on goal. It'll be interesting to hear Shillabeer's comments. That one looks like it's just going across. We can see that breeze pushing across the ground, but that's terrible checking. Association football, there's a lot of smart footballers out there that just should not allow that. And that'll be something that Coach Shillabeer will want to really nail down on the loose checking. But been really impressed, Hayden, with the early skills with the Southern Footy League in these conditions has been sensational. Maybe it's the windy weather they get up there at Flaggies and Valleys and stuff like that.
Well, Port and Lunga, it's very windy ground.
Porties,
yeah, even Ranella gets fairly windy at times. I mean, maybe the windy ground's sort of helping him, but big oval as well, a lot of space out there. It certainly helps anyone that's got a bit of skill. All right, Great Southern to bring it in. I think that's Sampson to kick it in. Oh, good contest. Ball's going to be at the ground. Agnew's at it. Heaslip, he actually has started a right for the Great Southern. He handballs over.
Better.
And this is better for him. Kerr's got it. Kerr goes forward. They're third inside 50 for the quarter. Oh, well done by the Southern League player. Oh, brilliant by the Great Southern. I think that was
Cantilla, yeah.
Cantilla, yep. Behind, but geez, he did that well, didn't he, John?
Yeah, if you can get a one-on-one into Cantilla and these boys, they're so dangerous. They're so quick and silky smooth. And we had the Indigenous round in the AFL the last couple of weeks, and you can just see the show that they can put on. But looks like they've just surged in this last couple of minutes, and if they can hold them up, Kramer just fumbles that one. Very rare for Kramer to fumble. He won just about every medal you possibly could last year when he was playing up north.
In the Spencer Golf League, yes, he was the medal winner in that competition.
Yep, and the best on in the grand final. He told me once that he had sore shoulders from carrying around that many medals. So
he's got it again. Handballs over. I think that's Goss who's got it. And I think he kicks that to number 7, which is Hayes. Oh, great tackle. That's holding the ball. Yeah, well done. He deserved to be holding the ball there. That's Sampson. That's a good tackle, wasn't it, John?
Yeah, you can. And the leaders have lifted here, Sampson and the likes, Heaslip. So if those boys can lift, I'm sure as he would see Vincent, who's a very dangerous player. He absolutely carved up in the prelim final out here, Harry Vincent, against McLaren last year, or that might have been the semi-final. Might have kicked 5 or 6 goals and propelled Victor, and unfortunately for him, they couldn't get across the line against Maiponga in an absolute thrilling grand final last year as Spinks kicked the winning goal. So hopefully it's a closer game like this one, or like that one was last year.
Yeah, I think the Southern League just using the footy a little bit better, but Great Southern have lifted. The last couple of minutes, they've actually lifted. They've got a free kick here. Nash, he's actually started all right too. He's actually really come into it the last couple of minutes. Nash goes forward, but not sure about that kick. Oh, Johns only goes to spoil. Could have marked it, but yeah, nah. Ball's in dispute. And ball's in, socket off the ground, and Ollie Goss again. Geez, terrific below his knees. Great handball over to Tucker. Tucker's got it. And, of course, goes over to Hayes. Hayes can trap this ball. He's got it. Handballs over the top to Davies. Davies has got it, and also handballs again over to Hayes. Wasn't the best handball, but Hayes recovered well, and now the ball's gone out of bounds. Geez, how good is the likes of Oliver Goss and Lockie Hamilton, John?
Yeah, they've started the game really well.
Big future, those two.
Yeah, definitely. And that's probably the thing. You've got so many an even spread of players at the moment, yet the Great Southern probably relying on those leaders that we've seen there in Heaslip and the Sampson boys. So they just need to get a couple more and maybe start shifting the ball sideways. They're just sort of kicking it down the line, which is playing straight into the Southern Footy League's hands, who have set up really well. So we've got a +1 behind the ball again, and the ball comes out this time. A great handball there. Finds, I think it's Kramer out there, and he kicks it up forward, and he's just pushed that one over. Puts his hands up to acknowledge that he had a terrible kick. So we'll get stuck into him later on.
All right, Great Southern to bring it in. I think that's Shervington kicks it. Nash is going for it, and Brown, oh, good. That's Nash again. Gee, he's having a really good patch of 5 minutes, isn't he, John?
Yeah, he has the Mount Compass lad, and they're just shifting this one this time. It looks like that's Shervington out there. Wheels around onto his right foot. Off the side of the boot. It's a disappointing kick. Chopped off there by Bennett. Coming through Sampson. Little toe poke. Finds our man Vincent. And looks like he was held onto there. It was Sampson. Hayden pumps it in long. Looking for that big fella up there. He's got 2 to beat, and I think he nearly has. Just comes to ground, but no runners. Southern Footy League get numbers back. Kramer sweeps it out wide. This time little fumble, but he's got time to pick it up. They've got plenty of numbers here. Kramer coughs that one up, and he's called it a throw.
Yeah,
so a bit of forward pressure. That's what they need to try and lock it in their forward half. We haven't seen it all day yet by Great Southern. This time, the ball comes forward. Look at the breeze take that one.
Oh, here's a chance.
It is, and
that's a goal.
It's a great crumbing goal there by Dylan Draper.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddon's are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust. Now with Ford, so check out their Everest. Duddon's are your 4x4 and SUV specialists. Visit either of their 2 Murraybridge dealerships or visit duddons.com.au for more information. Duddon's, easy to do business with.
FP Ag are your local, independent, rural resellers across the Fleurieu. Whether you require specialist fertiliser blending, spreading, agronomic or animal health advice, your FP Ag local bloke can help. Looking to buy or sell livestock? FP Ag can find the right marketing solution that suits your needs, supporting local sporting clubs and communities across the Fleurieu. All farms, all weather, all year, your FP Ag team is working with you. FP Ag, we're in your field.
Yeah, deep into time on now, 26 minutes gone, and they've just slotted through their 6th goal. I was thinking 10 goals might win it today in these conditions, but the Southern Footy League have just come out and gone bang, 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 bang. As we see Davies there, strong contested footy. They've won it inside and out very easily today. And there's been some loose checking up forward as well. The two big fellas go out at palm it down. There's he slip.
And there's our man again, Ollie Goss. Great handball over to Locke. Locke goes forward, and Goodman Gleeson, contest, ball's gone to ground, and that's Kempster's leading to it. And that's a free kick, surely, isn't it, John?
Yeah, looked in the back to me, a little bit overzealous there.
Kempster's got it.
So Kempster, I probably just want to slow this down. Surely not long. He says, I'm going to kick this long. Down there, looking for the big guys. Luke Whitford is down there looking for him, but it's come off the side of the boots. A disappointing kick. Southern Footy League get their hands on the footy first. And there'll be another repeat stoppage in the front half, which I'm sure Milo will be stoked with as coach of the Southern Footy League, and what a player he was in his day. This time they come barging through. They can't quite get the clearance, though. As that one, the umpire says, I will ball it up again, but he might pay. He has paid holding the ball. That's a rough one. If he's going to pay that, he'll want to be consistent all day. Samson boys link up, but they've got no one to kick to. And that's a disappointing kick when you had players leading up. You've got to hit those targets. You can't just bomb away and hope. It's the Southern Footy League through Johns, I think, chips it out wide, finds Hayes. Hayes now with the run of the ball. Up there looking for his man, but it's punched away. Falls to ground. That's great link-up play. Patterson with a shot on goal as he kicked another one. It's just off. Gee, they could have really lit this game up.
That's quarter time.
Quarter time here on Association Footy Day, and the Great Southern have a lot of work to do. The Southern Footy League have just come out and gone bang, bang, bang. And it's 1 goal to 8 to Great Southern to 6 goal 5, 11 scoring shots that quarter. And they have a commanding 33-point margin, as we will find out if the Great Southern Footy League can come back and make a game of it.
FP Ag are your local, independent, rural resellers across the Fleurieu. Whether you require specialist fertiliser blending, spreading, agronomic or animal health advice, your FP Ag local bloke can help. Looking to buy or sell livestock? FP Ag can find the right marketing solution that suits your needs, supporting local sporting clubs and communities across the Fleurieu. All farms, all weather, all year, your FP Ag team is working with you. FP Ag, we're in your field.
It's funny how my car always gets left out in the sun. You know what I need? A new shed. From carports, sheds, verandas, no job is too big or too small. Industrial, domestic and commercial, from plans, footings to shed instalment, he can even organise the concrete too. From the hills to Murrayland and out in the Mallee, from farm and rural sheds, commercial and industrial sheds, Colorbond sheds, cyclone rated sheds, with over 15 years experience, call Wayne today for a free measure and quote. Don't muck it, call Wayne Luckett. 0417 852 032. Builder's licence 243 895.
There's only one thing better than a footy win. That's sitting back relaxing with a Fleurieu gin. Small batch handcrafted gins using a combination of botanicals, just like my favourite, the Fleurieu Sunset. Nothing beats it. Check out the new Fleurieu Gin Distillery and Cellar Door at 464 Fork Tree Road, Myponga. How about your own gin with a personalised label for your special event or even a grand final win? Grab a Fleurieu Gin 3-pack or the popular vanilla vodka. That'll keep you coming back. You can click and save at fleurieugin.com.au, distillery right to your door. Or call Shane 0400 254 933. Fleurieu Gin, seriously good gin.
If it's time to add a little magic to your flooring and windows, our online catalogue is full of great ideas at great prices. There's magic in a Solomon's floor.
Yes, Grace, and there's magic in a Solomon store.
If it's time to add a little magic to your windows, our Sultan's range of custom-made blinds, shutters, curtains and outdoor screens means there's something for every home. And that's why
There's magic in a Solomon store.
Thinking insurance? An MGA Insurance Group broker can save you time, money and stress. Whether it's business, farm, crop, professional or private insurance, MGA provides advice and assistance to make sure you're properly protected. And when claims arise, MGA works for you to ensure that you get your full entitlement. Your local MGA Insurance Group broker is a specialist in insurance and risk management. Give them a call today and put MGA to work for you.
Contact John, MGA Flurio, 0439 886 331.
Yeah, welcome back to the second quarter of association football after we've just seen an absolute, a commanding lead open up here for the Southern Footy League, piled on 6 goals, 5. Unlucky probably not to have 7 or 8 as they missed a couple of shots there late in that quarter. But just watching the GSFL coach Darren Schillerbeer really, really strong with his forwards and his high half forwards who probably didn't present as well as they should have that quarter. We've seen a lot of ball. I think he just wants them to press up a bit more and get involved so we can see the big fellas now. This is where they've got to fix it. Strong tackle there by Shervington, I think it was. And here they go. They have won a clearance finally. Vincent into the middle to inject a bit of speed. He kicks it up forward. At the back of the pack is it can't quite mark it. So we just see the players out there and taken out of bounds there by Jake Spinks, the hero from last year's Great Southern Footy League Grand Final. That's a better start. Finally, a centre clearance by Great Southern gives them time to set up a bit behind the ball and play this quarter in their forward half. So we've seen basically all the footy been to the left of screen so far.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, tell you what, Great Southern, that was a great clearance. I mean, Mitchell wins that, but Sampson, geez, he started to lift late in that quarter as well. He slipped on the ball with him as well, so that's what they need. Just get all the big guns in. They've got to hold this ball in the forward line. Shervington attacks the footy. Good pressure by the Southern. Oh, well done. And Cantilla's got it. I'm pretty sure that's, Thompson's got it, actually. And, of course, now kicks towards Cantilla. But I think that mark has been taken by Che, and he passes it over to Heaslip, who I think's got it.
Yeah, Heaslip. That's great footy. He was over there on the other side of the ground, winning the contest and around the ball and just worked hard into space. And he'll get a shot on goal, and a very important shot on goal. If they can kick a couple of early ones here, it's game back on as we know they'll be fit and they'll run the game out.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, he's the one, but probably hold his head up high in the first quarter. He's having a shot now. Oh.
Yeah, probably
lucky to score there.
Lucky to score there, but that's all right. If they can lock the ball in and play the game in their forward half, they've got the talent to pile on a big score. Puda Jimmy and Thompson, Harry Vincent, these guys, speed and skill around the ball.
All right, Locke kicks it in. All right, ball's in the contest. Mitchell goes for the mark. He's got it. Yeah, it's a good mark. And that is one, but could be Solomon's flooring mark of the day. Couldn't beat her. All right, Ball's in dispute. Marshman went for the contest. Well done by Tucker. Just got it forward. And I think Davies has got it. He should have a shot running in. Oh, he tries to pass it. I'm not sure what he was doing there, John. He should have had a ping at the goals. But they've recovered well anyway. Need over the Kramer. And that's a goal.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddons are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust. Now with Ford, so check out their Everest. Duddons are your 4x4 and SUV specialists. Visit either of their 2 Murraybridge dealerships or visit duddons.com.au for more information. Duddons, easy to do business with.
Back on. Yep.
Yeah, welcome back. And that's an absolute momentum killer, that one, where you get the likes of Heaslip there having a shot on goal and to only just register a score, and then the Southern Footy League go coast to coast with Kramer with the easiest goal he'll ever kick. That's an absolute dagger to the heart. Great Southern would have wanted to come out early and kick early goals, and to miss one and then go coast to coast down the other end. Coach Shillaby will be absolutely filthy with that as they look to control the bit. That one comes off the boot looking for Rogers. Well intercepted by Sampson. He's played an absolute blinder so far. This time, dangerous. Handball to one-on-one. Gets it back. That's great link-up play by the captain in Sampson. Punches this one up forward. And this time, a bit more lowered their eyes and a bit of run through the middle there. And Dylan Draper can line up and kick his second. And Great Southern second. So you can see when they get the run and they use the hands and link up through the middle, the play does open up for them on this big ground of Strathalbyn. And if they just need to convert their shots on goal. 1-3. If that was 3-1, it's a different ball game. There's Draper. Man on the mark trying to put him off with the win. That might come back. It looks pretty good off the boot. And Draper has kicked his second and the Great Southern Footy League second.
FP Ag are your local, independent, rural resellers across the Fleurieu. Whether you require specialist fertiliser blending, spreading, agronomic or animal health advice, your FP Ag local bloke can help. Looking to buy or sell livestock? FP Ag can find the right marketing solution that suits your needs, supporting local sporting clubs and communities across the Fleurieu. All farms, all weather, all year. Your FP Ag team is working with you. FP Ag, we're in your field.
Okay, ball back in the middle. All right, Mitchell goes up against Shervington, and Kramer reads the ball well, but bit of sloppy conditions makes it hard to pick up. Okay, well done over the footy there was Vincent, and he gets it forward. And that's it. He's playing from in front. That's what happens when you play in front, doesn't it, John?
Yeah, exactly. And I love the move of Harry Vincent getting involved around the contest more. He shows some speed, as we see here. Disappointing kick. You don't want to try and bite off kicks like that in these wet conditions. The ball comes out in dispute here. Looks like that was Canali. He's played well out to the big guys, but the speed of the Southern Footy League shows off. Kemp still lead all getters to the ball, but just overruns it. Cooper Rogers there on his left foot goes one and then goes in again. Great play there. This time a link-up play. That looks like they could walk in here. I think as Locke has sent through another goal. Beanham it was. Great footy there by Southern.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddons are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust. Now with Ford, so check out their Everest. Duddons are your 4x4 and SUV specialists. Visit either of their 2 Murraybridge dealerships or visit duddons.com.au for more information. Duddons, easy to do business with.
Just when the Great Southern looks like they've kicked the goal and had a bit of momentum, the Southern Footy League just go bang, bang, bang and keep that 6-7 goal margin. We said at the start of the day it was going to be so important to get away to a good start, and Kramer goes up, can't quite grab it, bounces it forward though. That's what you can do. Surge footy, just move it forward. Great spin out of the play there was Agnew. Sends that one up forward, and another mark inside 50. Fantastic mark there by the Cobra in Ryan Need. And he's going to have a shot on goal to stretch this margin beyond 7 goals.
Yeah, I tell you what, John, when the Great Southern took that mark before, that Patrick Che, I think it was, and then turned it over to Tucker, and then it cost him a goal previously when Craig McKidder. That's almost a 12-point turnaround, isn't it? And this goal here, that could come back to bite him, can't it?
Yeah, it's really momentum as well. I think Shillabeers, that looks pretty good off the boot, across the face of goal. They fly it, and out on the full it is. But you just need a little bit of momentum, a bit of belief in this game. And just to cook the ball like they did there, I think you were right in, Che. It was just tried to bite off one that probably should have gone to the top of the square, or at least had a shot and put the Southern Footy League under pressure. Uncontested out there. The big fella, Whitford. Now they're trying to get a bit of run out to a one-on-one. Can't quite. That's a great defending there by Strickland, the Happy Valley boy. A one-on-one win there for Strickland and the Southern Footy League. We'll get a stoppage out on that outer wing. Blustery conditions here today, as everyone around South Australia would know. It's been probably a weekend where the juniors have had off, and I'm sure the parents would be happy with that. This time a bit of run play. Here comes Sampson. He does have a shot. It's just going over the back, across the face. It's just hit the post. They've started this quarter a lot better than they did the first, the Great Southern. A bit more run, a bit more carry. A little bit more excitement. This one goes straight down the middle. It's an ugly kick, but it's going to pay off because there are Southern Footy League players everywhere. Bangs this one on the boot. Goes one way and then the other. I think that's Marshman. Great pick up. Great hands. Finds now Tucker. Tucker, he's got exquisite skills. It's just dropped there by Brown. Should have snaffled that one. Gets back. Gets a second opportunity. Goes top of the square. Great body. Can't quite this time. The umpire lets that one go, a sling, and he's just pushed that one across for a behind. But that's another one of coast to coast, unchecked all the way up. A couple of kicks that you wouldn't say are perfect footy kicks, but in these conditions, but just to go up the middle like they did. Just some loose checking. I think the Great Southern just need to be a little bit more accountable for their players, probably guarding space rather than their players. As he slipped. He's been a great start, but he's just pushed that one. I think that was not touched. The umpire says yes, it was. No.
Yeah, throw in, I think.
Still deciding. I don't think it was touched, but the umpire says I will throw it in there. As Josh Johns, the Bailey Smith lookalike with that headband. I like that one.
Yeah.
Hayden, I think more characters in the game we can get, the better. And keeping the...
That's what the highlights are. That's what brings people together, doesn't it? Just something different. All right, ball cleared by Spanks. All right, Johns, who the man we were just talking about, just has taken the mark. So he's got it on the wing. Southern looks to get the Southern League forward. Johns goes forward, goes inside 50. And Dylan Brown goes for the mark. And, good smother by Hayes. And good pickup. I think that was Thompson. And, good pressure by the Southern League too. And the umpire lets it go. Locke's got it. I'll play on, says the umpire. And is that holding the ball? Sampson. Gee, he's playing well, isn't he, John?
Yeah, he's been excellent early. Now, this is what they want to do. Some run, some link-up player as he finds Brooke, kicks it up. That's a great hit-up.
Draper
a great lead.
Shot.
And that's what they want to do. You've got to make sure that if you do get these opportunities up forward, and we can see Draper's causing all sorts of headaches up there. He's kicked the only 2 goals and lining up for his third. But if you can just lower your eyes, it was just say bye to Hayden and my man Bruce, who everyone would know steps in for a bit of chat. It'd be great to get his thoughts on the game early. Draper, Great Southern, just got to really nail these opportunities now. Make the most of the scoreboard. He's pushed that one across. It's just not coming back with the breeze. As it's another minor score. We've seen in that first quarter, the Southern Footy League just made the most of their opportunities. I'll welcome in Bruce. Welcome. You've had a great call so far. And thoughts on this game early. I think obviously Great Southern on the back foot. Couldn't withstand the stampede of the strong Southern Footy League.
Yeah, I think that's probably the key at the moment. Patrons pretty surprised at the margin as Southern had just got the ball on a string and they come back towards centre field. Oh, good effort there, good mark taken there by Marshman. Quickly on, got a runner. He'll carry it forward, Tucker. Chance here for Southern. And the ball goes out of bounds. Touch throw in. Right on the 50-metre line, right next to the old basketball stadium. Can you believe it, John? I played under-13 basketball in that stadium back in about 1980.
I was going to say, I don't want to say how old you are, Bruce, but that stadium looks like it's got some heritage to it.
Certainly has. And back in the day, we were in the nice pink singlets. It was back in the day.
Well, you wouldn't be out there
days at Strathalbyn.
You wouldn't be in a pink singlet out there today. Frosty conditions and... We saw the footy last night, was pretty tough, but the Southern Footy League have made it look like a dry weather sort of first quarter and a half as they've polled on 8 goals 6. It's been exquisite to watch, and their skills and their run and their small forwards I've been really impressed with. Obviously, you got Brown up forward and Ollie Goss has done really well. Darnell Tucker, I think that's been the difference so far, as their small forwards have really put on a show. As we see the big guys compete. I think there was Goss in there again. Flicks that one out. Great bump off the ball by Patterson. These Flagstaff Hill boys know how to play tough footy. Comes in and another shot on goal. Looks like this one's going to the pocket. Is it going to bounce through? Great trap there, and this could be another goal. He's just missed it from the goal square. But just fantastic footy. I think it's the speed that's impressed me with the Southern Footy League so far. They're so quick with their hands and feet. And
just read it well, didn't
they? Yeah, they spread really well.
They bring the ball in, kick out, finds the safe hands of Connor Fitt from, of course, McLaren. Comes out towards our commentary box side, right here near the boundary line. Big fly, fisted away, out of bounds, over the line. And we'll have a throw in right in front of the interchange boxes. A very muddy area of the oval. Conditions now pretty good, apart from a very wet, muddy oval. Sun's out. Still pretty breezy out there, though. Thrown in. Rucks go to it. Good body work there by Archbold. Comes forward. Oh, it just fell in the arms and plays on. Good work there by Patterson. In towards full forward. Goes to the right-hand side way too much. Sneaks in for a minor score on the Murray Valley Shed scoreboard.
Yeah, Bennett will be disappointed with that one on the run, but they're just peppering these goals and really looking to blow this game out by half-time. 6.5 goal margin so far, and the Southern Footy League just need to play a bit of possession footy and take the sting out of the game. Squeezes that kick. Fantastic football there. And Spinks takes the mark, comes in board dangerously, doesn't quite come off. This is that speed and that turnaround that I talk about the Southern Footy League possess. Darcy Brown, the McLaren boy, kicks that one deep, uses his left foot, but it's falling into the hands there, but dropped by Hayes. Vincent now swings that one around. It's a disappointing kick into the middle, straight into the hands of Darcy Mitchell. The Flaggy boys standing up this quarter, and you'll know the Southern Footy League's been absolutely dominated over the years by Flagstaff Hill, and we can see why. Their pressure on the footy is great.
Yes, I think the 4 seasons we were down there, I think they won 3 of the 4 seasons. So Ranella got the 4th.
Yep.
Good work here by the 5 of, who is that? That's Lockie Hamilton into half forward. Ball in dispute, hacked around the corner there by Brown. He's in everything, down towards the safe hands, and he's taken it. Copley, I think it is.
Yeah.
Down there in the forward pocket.
Is it Marshman, I think?
Might even be Marshman.
Yep.
Shielded by a great wall of China here. And it right in the pocket there. Tough kick on the angle.
Great viewing up here, though. We must say thanks to Strath and the RSL for hosting us up here. It's beautiful. Marshman just squeezes that one. Can't quite get it through. And they're kicking like the Brisbane Lions did in the last quarter here. They've popped away a few points as they move out now to 8 goals 9, I think it is. A couple of missed opportunities, like I said, could have really blown this game away.
Certainly have, as the umpires do the work to get the ball back to the full back. As you can see, that ball's pretty slippery. And Great Southern, well, they badly need the next goal to stay in touch. Kicked out into the pocket. And
Brooke, I think it is.
Centering back inside. Good mark taken here by Nash.
It looks like they want to come through and use the corridor a bit more, but the Southern Footy League, well drilled.
Nash
really
just directing some traffic back there. Comes out towards our commentary box. Big fly there from Che. Oh, good handball over the top there. Backdoor by Fitt. Ball in dispute here. It's free. Oh, takes him on. Big shirt front there by Mitchell. Ball goes to ground level, stacks on the mill, and the umpire will come in and ball it up right in front of our commentary box.
Yeah, that's right in Cooper Rogers' wheelhouse. As he gets up, you can barely recognise him in there, covered in mud, but he'd be absolutely loving those conditions out there. He's been a tough lad at McLaren over the years, and also now, after having some time at South Adelaide, gone back to his old man's place in Happy Valley as he's cleaning out his ears there, but that's...
Rogers from Happy Valley just getting a bit of mud out of the ear and... Tough, hard footy there, and that sludge thrown in. Good ruck work there. Bodies on there. Shervington comes to ground level. Out the back door. Good quick play by Goss. Up towards the half-forward area. Wouldn't have thought we'd be saying it'd be hard to mark there with the sun in the eyes earlier. Well done there by Davies. In towards the full-forward area. Big fly up there and good mark. Solomon's mark of the day contender taken down there by, I think it might be Ryan Need. And he'll go back and line up for goal straight in front. Just confirm that. I think it's Ryan
I think
Need.
it's Need.
Yep. And the boy from Cove. And, straight in front. Difficult kick with all this breeze. Not as strong as it was earlier. Geez, those goalposts were moving, I reckon, 2 foot.
It was dangerous.
And here we go. He's dropped it and he's got it to the right, but he's just caressed it through. 6 points for Southern, and they march on.
FP Ag are your local, independent, rural resellers across the Fleurieu. Whether you require specialist fertiliser blending, spreading, agronomic or animal health advice, your FP Ag local bloke can help. Looking to buy or sell livestock? FP Ag can find the right marketing solution that suits your needs, supporting local sporting clubs and communities across the Fleurieu. All farms, all weather, all year. Your FP Ag team is working with you. FP Ag, we're in your field.
Yeah, welcome back here, Southern Footy League. Pile on their 9th, and they pull the margin 9-8 to 2-5, and those 2-5 have been kicked by Dylan Draper. He's the only goal scorer for the Great Southern. It's another clearance here, it looks to be. As that's Lockie Hayes with another clearance inside forward 50. Thompson, he's tried his hardest today. But here comes the pace of the Southern Footy League applying on great pressure. That handball causes the turnover over the top. Snaps around the corner. Nick Kramer can't quite get it through. They need to rush this through, and they do. But just those forward half pressure has been outstanding by the Southern Footy League, causing those turnovers.
Brilliant picture down there of the Great Southern player. It was almost looked like he was going over the high jump for the Olympics in that contest. Comes out to half back. Great Southern need to build something out of this. Here we go. Carnelli. Boy from Goulburn, Port Elliot. They go through centre wing, down to half forward, over. Oh, good mark. Read it well at the back. Too deep in the bar. And they bring the switch across to the clubroom side. Good mark taken over here by Strickland from Happy Valley. He drives it down commentary box side, looking for the man in Rogers. Can't mark it. Ball at ground level. Diving in there. Good gutsy work. Great Southern getting there with Sampson. Ball to ground level. Just socket forward, and that'll go out of bounds on the full. And we'll have a last-off rule going the way of Great Southern, be taken here by Michael Thompson, the boy from... No, he's not going to take it. Yes, he is going to take it.
Mays or Thompson?
He's got the umpire like a policeman out there telling him, directing traffic. And he will take the ball, Michael Thompson.
Bit of umpire love there, just wanting to make sure they get the right person. As Che can hold his head high, just a couple of costly turnovers, but he's presented well. Pumps this one high inside forward 50, looking for the high flyers, and he might have found one there. A great grab. I think it's Cantilla. And that's what they need to do, these forwards by Great Southern, when they pump it up forward. It's Cantilla, like I said earlier, a long way from Tiwi Highlands to frosty Strathalbyn.
But how good is it to John to see some names from Yankalilla involved in the association footy? That's how much they've improved this year. But just give him a wrap. And he's just gone to the left-hand side, and the crowd up here in the RSL, they're all disappointed in that. The size of, gee.
Yeah, you've got to make sure. Then he just stabbed at it, and the wind got hold of it. You need to punch those ones through. This one just comes out of bounds on the full. I think it's gone untouched. But, yeah, those shots on goal now, 2 goals, 6. If that's 6 goals, 2, it's a big turnaround. And I reckon they've missed a few set shots and a few costly turnovers in their forward half. And it's allowed the Southern Footy League to slingshot out of their half-back line, which they've done so well today. I've been really impressed with their speed.
Chipped over, Heaslip plays on in towards full forward. Up they fly over the back. Chance here for Great Southern. Ball on ground level.
Looks high.
Good tackle, but it's high. And just slipped again. And Southern get the important free kick right on the last line of defence.
Yeah, you need to be sure of those tackles. If you can lock the ball into forward half, dangerous kick across. Those kicks are usually pretty easy to bite off with this calibre of standard of players we've got out there, but in these conditions, you just need to be so careful not to turn it over. This time they get a front forward turnover, but he's absolutely swamped. And Mays just ran into a Southern Footy League brick wall. Kramer in there. He's going to get it, and that's not 15. Slick handball, beautiful link up there, play to Bennett. Bennett now across to Hayes. Hayes pumps this one in, looking for Marshman, but he's got 2 to defend with. It wasn't Marshman in the end. A soccer off the ground. This could be a walk-in goal. Goodwin Glasson has kicked another one, and that is another coast-to-coast play of football, and away they fly.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddon's are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust. Now with Ford, so check out their Everest. Duddon's are your 4x4 and SUV specialists. Visit either of their 2 Murraybridge dealerships or visit duddons.com.au for more information. Duddon's, easy to do business with.
Back in the centre. Great Southern need to do something and quickly. Good effort in there. Brown. Umpires found a free for a soccer. In danger.
I don't think that was in danger, but they'll take what they can get at the moment.
Yep.
Darcy Brown, the lucky recipient.
McLaren Vale boy.
Beautiful left foot. Swings this one out wide. They're going to try and shift the angles. That's a dangerous kick, though, there with Ollie Goss hunting him down. This time, I do like it when they shift the ball a bit more and you open the field up, make it a bit bigger. High inside forward 50 or fall a bit short of that. Good contest there, and we can't even make out.
Kempster, was it? I
Those
think
players might have been Kempster there with the spoil. Yeah, they that cricket pitch in the middle is not looking a great sight. We're talking about Cooper Rogers clearing it out from his eyes and ears, and whoever's the lucky person who has to watch these goons is going to have their work cut out after today, that's for sure.
Thrown in. Rucks go to it. The big fella in Mitchell goes to ground level. Soccer off the ground, bit of improvisation. Out there on that outer side. Good pick up there by Thompson. Back door. Great Southern. Couple of numbers. Oh, that's the old pie floater. Pie screwy. Goes out of bounds for a throw in.
Yeah, I think if they can get a bit more run out of Mitchell, he just seems a little bit stagnant across half back there and across that wing. If they can get the ball in his hands and create a bit of run and look for those fellow Tiwi Islanders up forward, they can get the game back on their terms, but they just need a little bit more run and try to speed the game up. This time it comes down to one of those quick players there. Wire from Goolwa. Can't quite grab it though. It looks like the umpire will ball it up. He's letting it go. Now he says, I'll have it.
Well, I guess for all those Great Southern people watching our telecast, John, where can Great Southern get back into this game? Where can they find some goals up forward?
Yeah, they need to get some more action out of their smalls. They've got some really talented players up there, and also the pressure across the half-forward lines. This ball comes out there to Spinks. Spinks turns around, has a wild shot on goal. He's just pushed it across, so 2 goals, 7. But like we're saying, Bruce, I think they need a little bit more out of their smalls. They're getting the ball down there, but the smalls are just dominating across half-forward and up forward for the Southern Footy League, and we always knew it wasn't going to be a great day for the big men, but for Draper to be their only goal scorer just says you're not quite getting enough out of those small, quick players up forward for the Southern Footy League, and that looks like an intercept there.
Well, chopped off. Kempster, I think it is. Umpire's going to make him go back.
And just a little bit more cleaner ball use.
Kempster, it's Nash.
Yeah, just some cleaner ball use by Great Southern is what they need. They're sort of playing into the Southern Footy League's hands just by bombing it in. So.
We can perhaps only hope Southern Football League have played above themselves and Great Southern can get back into this match, make it a contest. Free kick, I think that was for a hold out, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Copley.
One of those illegal blocks that seems to be...
Copley to the Combox side, good mark taken here by Cam.
He's been under the pump down there in the back lines today. Finds a runner, wants to use him. Handball just goes a little bit behind him and it's another blind kick, but luck's a fortune. And looks like Putter Jimmy there has found one. So let's see if he can... he's a fair way out, I think. I'd be backing him in to run around here. He's got some serious speed. Like you were talking about earlier, Bruce, these Yankalilla lads that have helped propel them up the ladder. They've been disappointing the last few years. The left footy is going to try and run around him. Gets himself caught in trouble. I thought he might. Has the class and the poise to just lower his eyes and find his man Sampson.
Great call, Johnny Ferner.
Well, if I had the speed and the skill of him, I'd be running around him every day of the week. But there's not many players out there that could do it, and it's actually manned really well on the mark and didn't allow him to get around.
So, Sampson in the Connor variety from the Mudlarks. He's going to bring that back.
come
As
back.
it looks good. It's
Great
come
goal
back.
on the
Beautiful
siren.
goal by a Great Southern. They've got 3. Right on the siren. Gee, what a quarter that was. And Southern Football League go further ahead, but Great Southern just peg 1 goal back on the siren for half-time here in the main game of Association Footy, brought to you by our great partners, Fluorio Gin, Fluorio Ag, FP Ag, and of course Solomon's Flooring, Bridge Hotel, and MGA Insurance, some of our great sponsors. Well, let's sum up that first half. Johnny, you've had the call for that first half. Let's give us the best players from both sides. You've seen it.
Yeah, well, I think we'll just quickly go to the Great Southern because they've only had a few. I think Hayden Sampson and, well, both the Sampson boys have been good, but Hayden Sampson and Heaslip early in that game and really sort of held the ball as good as they could with Dylan Draper, the only multiple goal scorers. But the speed and the strength they've had around the ball, Nick Kramer, Cooper Rogers has been excellent in that midfield and been really impressed with the speed of Ollie Goss and Hamilton across half-back has been sensational. So it's definitely Southern Footy League's game at the moment with a 7-goal margin. They're going to be hard to peg back, but you never know when it's association footy and the skill and the speed and that these guys have. It can go either way and they can score pretty quickly, the Great Southern. So let's hope for everyone's sake, other than the dyed-in-the-wool Southern Footy League supporters, I think it'd be great to see a close game and a good second half.
Let's hope they can close it up. 44 points to margin at halftime. The long break, and we will take a break here at MFLTV. And what has been just a day that's had everything from amazing gale force winds, water that was just pouring everywhere, and great for the farmers. And look, we have been blessed here with the Strath Footy Club giving us a second chance to stream this game up in the RSL section. So a big thanks to the Roosters for the work behind the scenes. Well, let's take a break. Let's wet the whistle, grab a bite to eat, ready for a big second half. And don't go anywhere. Coming up later tonight, the big debut of the under-17s under lights. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Association Footy, you're watching MFL TV Live.
Thinking insurance? An MGA Insurance Group broker can save you time, money and stress. Whether it's business, farm, crop, professional or private insurance, MGA provides advice and assistance to make sure you're properly protected. And when claims arise, MGA works for you to ensure that you get your full entitlement. Your local MGA Insurance Group broker is a specialist in insurance and risk management. Give them a call today and put MGA to work for you.
Contact John, MGA Fluorio, 0439 886 331.
Simply Shutters and Shades, the simple choice when it comes to blinds, curtains, shutters and shades. With over 15 years experience, we know our stuff and we know how to help you. Zip track and zip screen, roller shutters or plantation shutters, or maybe you prefer curtains. Whatever you need, we can help make it simple and easy for you. Call Simply Shutters and Shades today. Book your free design consultation and let the team transform your vision into reality. Simply Shutters and Shades, 0413 688 486, and remember to ask for the MFLTV discount.
My baler's not picking up, the mower's not cutting it, and it's time to upgrade the tractor. It's all come at once. For the man on the land, farming is a 365 days a year tie. Lucky we got Giles Machinery just around the corner. ND and JA Giles can service all your equipment with their qualified technicians and mechanical service. For over 40 years servicing the Murraylands and Fleurieu farmers, Giles Machinery, Dunreath Road, just off Milnes Road, Strathalbyn. Phone 0885 363 455. Giles Machinery, experience on every line.
Me and the girls, we'd like to thank you for choosing Fleurieu Milk. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to continue doing what we love, helping make farming sustainable for the next generation.
For my family, some things are really important. Fleurieu Milk is fresh, from cow to shelf within 24 hours. They're locally family-owned, community-minded and passionate about farming. Real healthy dairy products, the way they used to taste.
Fleurieu Milk, South Australian and proud of it.
Bridge Hotel, right in the heart of the creek. Drop in for a coldie after the game. Meals available, 70 Bridge Road, Langons Creek. Phone 0885 373 010.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddons are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust. Now with Ford, so check out their Everest. Duddons are your 4x4 and SUV specialists. Visit either of their 2 Murray Bridge dealerships or visit duddons.com.au for more information. Duddons, easy to do business with.
Have you got some water to pump? Need more rainwater storage or more supplies for the animals? We have the largest range and everything you need in store today. From fire pumps, spray equipment, pool pumps and filters, solar system water pumps, star droppers, gates and generators. A huge range of backhoe tools, PVC fittings and poly pipe to hay. Be sure to come in and see the team at Dacia Irrigation and Fodder for the right advice and the best price. Find us at 41 Mills Road, Strathalbyn on 8536 4422 or 151 Adelaide Road, Murray Bridge on 853 227 711.
G'day, I'm Adrian Pedrick, your local state member for Hammond. Also privileged to be the Shadow Minister for Veterans Affairs, Emergency Services and Regional Roads. So pleased to be part of the Great Southern Football League sponsorship. We've got a magnificent area through Langons Creek at Strathalbyn as part of my electorate, and making sure that we get right outcomes for people so that we can get better education services, better health services. We do Justice of the Peace services in the office at Murray Bridge, or we can come to you. Whatever needs you have, we can assist and get those state needs officiated with.
Business has picked up with my new wrap. They didn't just do the sign, they designed it too. Indoor or outdoor signs, Apex Custom Wraps have got the signs to make you stand out from the crowd. Banners, flags, posters, safety or magnetic signs, they've got the sign that will look mint in your business, on the fence or vehicle or footpath. No job is too big or too small, just drop your truck in and they'll give it a wrap. Our technicians are experienced and fully qualified. Apex Custom Wraps, 118 Morris Road, Murray Bridge, or call the team on 0424 158 600 or email ash at apexcustomwraps.com.au. You think of it, we'll wrap it.
Goodison Brewery. Come down for a beer or try a tasting paddle. Maybe bring a picnic and enjoy a day amongst the gum trees and vines. Try a Pilsner, Pale Ale, Ginger Beer, Golden IPA, cider, or one of the other 14 beers that are all naturally brewed and traditionally handcrafted right here on site at Goodison Brewery, 194 Sand Road, McLaren Vale. Open Tuesday to Sunday. See you there.
Stand out from the crowd with your special milestone with a banner from footybanners.com. Just give them a call and they can make a personalised banner as quick as you can run through it. Footybanners.com are your go-to for the grand final day as well. Keep them in mind and they'll whip up a banner and deliver it to you. When you got something to celebrate, do it right the first time with footybanners.com. Phone Mark 0488 288 243 or visit footybanners.com and order online. The community footy experts, footybanners.com.
West End are a proud, long-standing supporter of the Great Southern Football League. There is nothing more iconically South Australian than enjoying a famous red tint on the hill of your local footy ground, and West End will be right there for every clash this season, from round 1 all the way through until the grand final. West End, proudly South Australian. Find us on the hill, supporting community sport. Giles Machinery have been working with Fleurieu and Murraylands farmers for over 40 years. Whether it's a brand new tractor or a used piece of farm equipment you're after, we get it or repair it with minimal fuss. On farm or in the workshop, our technicians have the experience and skills to cover all your needs. Balers, big and small, squares or round, headers, tractors, sprayers, mowers and seeders, we can help you on the ground. You name it, we know it. Check out our website, gilesmachinery.com.au or call 8536 3455.
The lights keep flickering, the switchboard needs an update, and the tenants are complaining there's no hot water. Who are we going to call? Zato Electrical. We can upgrade your lighting and power, hot water service, ceiling fans, switchboards, electrical maintenance, and testing and tagging. Whether it's a new build or renovations, domestic or commercial, they can do it all. Zato Electrical. Phone 0458 349 240. Call or email for a free quote servicing the Murraylands, Strathalbyn and surrounding districts. Like your house, your car plays a huge part every day, so it's important you look after your assets. When you're looking to give your car some TLC, there's only one name you can trust: Goodyear Auto Care and A+ Electrical and Diesel. We specialise in consumer tyres, commercial tyres, car servicing, store services, brake servicing, balancing, wheel alignments, batteries, air conditioning, diesel tuning and auto electrical. Call Joel and the team today, 8536 2422 or 11 Rankin Street, Strathalbyn. The home of the Goodyear Wrangler Duratrack RT. The Yankalilla Hotel, one of the best pubs on the Fleurieu. At the Yank, we offer you the very best in quality customer service and warm, friendly hospitality. Tuesday night is Schnitzel night. Their legendary Friday night meat raffles and wheel spins are not to be missed. Proud sponsors of the Yankalilla Football Club. Open 7 days. Go the Tigers! 105 Main South Road, Yankalilla. To book, phone 0885 58 2011 or check out the Yanks Smorgasbord of specials on their Facebook.
There is only one way to get your team top of the ladder. Bridge Aluminium. Manufacturing under the brand All Weld. Making platform ladders, orchid tripod ladders, tradie ladders and mezzanine ladders. They also manufacture vehicle canopies, ute trays, toolboxes and perform truck fit-outs. Aluminium material sales. Their range is the best. Drop into 225 Adelaide Road, Murray Bridge. Email sales@bridgealuminium.com.au or phone 8532 5884. Bridge Aluminium. When it comes to ladders, they're the top team.
It's time to relax. Breathe in, breathe out. That's the feeling you get from the Soul Deep Massage Clinic, specialising in relaxation, remedial massage, trigger point therapy and reflexology. With on-the-spot health fund rebates available. Phone 8531 0499. Refresh your mind, body and soul with the Soul Deep Massage Clinic. 74 Adelaide Road, Murray Bridge.
FP Ag are your local, independent, rural resellers across the Fleurieu. Whether you require specialist fertiliser blending, spreading, agronomic or animal health advice, your FP Ag local bloke can help. Looking to buy or sell livestock? FP Ag can find the right marketing solution that suits your needs, supporting local sporting clubs and communities across the Fleurieu. All farms, all weather, all year. Your FP Ag team is working with you. FP Ag, we're in your field.
It's funny how my car always gets left out in the sun. You know what I need? A new shed. From carports, sheds, verandas, no job is too big or too small. Industrial, domestic and commercial, from plans, footings to shed instalment, he can even organise the concrete too. From the hills to Murraylands and out in the Mallee, from farm and rural sheds, commercial and industrial sheds, Colorbond sheds, cyclone rated sheds, with over 15 years experience, call Wayne today for a free measure and quote. Don't muck it, call Wayne Luckett. 0417 852 032. Builder's licence 243 895.
There's only one thing better than a footy win. That's sitting back relaxing with a Fleurieu gin. Small batch handcrafted gins using a combination of botanicals, just like my favourite, the Fleurieu Sunset. Nothing beats it. Check out the new Fleurieu Gin Distillery and Cellar Door at 464 Fork Tree Road, Myponga. How about your own gin with a personalised label for your special event or even a grand final win? Grab a Fleurieu Gin 3-pack or the popular vanilla vodka. That'll keep you coming back. You can click and save at fleurieugin.com.au, distillery right to your door. Or call Shane 0400 254 933. Fleurieu Gin, seriously good gin.
If it's time to add a little magic to your flooring and windows, our online catalogue is full of great ideas at great prices. There's magic in a Solomon's floor.
Yes, Grace. And there's magic in a Solomon's store.
If it's time to add a little magic to your windows, our Sultan's range of custom-made blinds, shutters, curtains and outdoor screens means there's something for every home. And that's why
There's magic in a Solomon's store.
Thinking insurance? An MGA Insurance Group broker can save you time, money and stress. Whether it's business, farm, crop, professional or private insurance, MGA provides advice and assistance to make sure you're properly protected. And when claims arise, MGA works for you to ensure that you get your full entitlement. Your local MGA Insurance Group broker is a specialist in insurance and risk management. Give them a call today and put MGA to work for you.
Contact John, MGA Flurio, 0439 886 331.
Welcome back here to Association Football, and it has been all one-way traffic here with the dominance and the speed and the skill of the Southern Footy League standing bright as they hold a commanding lead. 3 goals, 7-25 to Great Southern to 10-9, 69 at half-time, and the Great Southern want to come out firing in this third quarter to make a game of it. But footy is a funny game, and if they can kick 3 or 4 early ones and put some scoreboard pressure on, which is just what they've lacked. They just missed some crucial shots up forward that second quarter. As we welcome Bruce back into the commentary box. It's been a long day and a wet day and a pretty tiring day, not only for the players and the coaches and spectators out here, but we're now lucky enough to be up in the commentary box thanks to Strathalbyn and the RSL out here. Great vantage point. So, Bruce, what do you make of that first half?
Yeah, good afternoon, John. Great to be here, and it was an unbelievable first half of footy and an unbelievable day. I've got to say, we were down at Port Noarlunga one night down there at the Cockle Divers, and the wind down there was just unbelievable. But today's wind in those junior games was just astronomical, the worst we've ever seen it. And look, it's just unbelievable. Now it's calmed down a bit, and some good footy on show. Let's hope Great Southern can get first to the footy and get back in this second half as we're underway, and the ball goes down towards the half-forward line for the Southern League. Umpires found a free kick, and it'll go the way of Great Southern as they bring it back down our commentary side. Good contest there by Whitford. Great Southern Hackett, the centre wing, but it's all Southern there, little slippery conditions. Players have got to get the feel of it again. Locked in there. Good glad wrap tackle there by Putter Jimmy. And we'll have a ball up right on half forward for the Great Southern.
Yeah, I think if they can just get a little bit more forward, we just send just a little bit of surge footy, push it forward as we found there. It looks like Lockie Cam in there. No, it might have been outside. Is that is Heaslip driving that up forward? 1-2, grab 3 bites of the cherry. That's fantastic work there by Johns.
Yeah, Solomon's contender for mark of the day.
Yeah, definitely. It was fantastic. Finds that man Rogers is a great start to the game. Out to his Valley teammate. Looks like a chop of the arms there to Nick Kramer. Strong contested ball. Drives the footy. Smart footballer. Not a bad worker as well, so work with him. He's a fine young man and an up-and-coming star, and he's absolutely shanked that one. And he will be getting reminded of that on Monday morning, I can tell you that.
Didn't you bring him? I thought you brought him.
No, I didn't bring him. We're just catching up before the game, and yeah, we had another one of our workers, Big Jay Simic, who's the local legend out here at Strath. So we'll having a bit of a chat about the game, and I know Jace is over there listening, tuning in, as many viewers are. So, great mark there by Tucker, outbodying the taller man, drives it up forward. Thompson can't quite get it. That
out.
Falls down. Goodman Glasson might kick another one. He has another beautiful play, and that's a Flurio Gen goal of the day.
FP Ag are your local, independent, rural resellers across the Flurio. Whether you require specialist fertiliser blending, spreading, agronomic or animal health advice, your FP Ag local bloke can help. Looking to buy or sell livestock? FP Ag can find the right marketing solution that suits your needs, supporting local sporting clubs and communities across the Fleurieu. All farms, all weather, all year. Your FP Ag team is working with you. FP Ag, we're in your field.
As we just welcome back, we have a look at the MGA Fleurieu replay there. A classy finish there by Goodman Glasson. And he's piled on 3 or 4, I think, for the day, Bruce. He's been a damaging forward.
Certainly has. Something great Southern haven't had. Here's a chance for them now through the AGS Samson in towards full forward. But again, the kick's just got too much weight in it. And over the back, rolls through for the points on the right-hand side. Another Murray Valley Sheds scoreboard minor score. And certainly not going to get back into this game with points. They need to kick goals, don't they?
Harry Vincent's one who should just walk in and waltz in and kick that. A classy player from Victor Harbour and really pushing this year for one of their first premierships in a while. And he's a classy finish. And like I said earlier in the day, he had a field day out here against McLaren last year in the final series and really set the ground alight. And he's got that speed, just needs a little bit more poise and just to settle. We just see the difference in the two. Goodman Glasson kicking almost a similar goal just only moments ago, and Vincent couldn't quite put it away. Great mark out there by Marshman.
Yeah, stuck up the big jukes, didn't he? Two bites at it.
The
Never
leading
gonna
goal
stop
kicker,
him.
the leading goal kicker for the Southern Footy League, has had a great start for Ranella.
He's up there near 40, I think. Lovely kick into the hot spot, but it's all great Southern, well read and marked there right at 15 metres inside the half-back line there. Whitford, and he's kicked it and coughed it straight up, straight to Southern, uncontested mark. Taken there, might be Need, driven in, back where it came from, and another good mark. Well, backyard school footy, and they bring it across. Little thumble here by Thompson. Comes up to half-back, ill-directed again, straight down the throat of Southern Davies. He chips it short. A man on his own, he could run and go. He doesn't.
Rogers.
Well, Rogers had an open paddock there. Real estate agent would have loved it. He chose to stop.
He's backing himself in here. The chunky Rogers, he's built like an absolute tank, an absolute bull, they call him there in the midfield for Happy Valley. Long raking left foot, wheels around, puts this one out wide, looking for the lead, can't quite come off. Thompson's there to apply pressure to Need it was. And this time they work it out, Great Southern. Can they be clean here? That's been their difference all day. They just haven't been clean. Looks like it was hanging on, not paid. Fit moves that one forward now. Now they get some ball. Might have been touched off the mark. And that's another disappointing finish there to Great Southern. They had players running forward and they had the momentum, but just some skill errors has cost them today. And that's where I found the Southern Footy League to be so much better. They're so much cleaner. They're quicker. They work from inside to out really well, and the likes of Rogers feeding it out to the speedsters in Tucker and these guys have been the difference.
A few more options up forward too. Good tackle in there again, and the umpire on the first tackle pays the free kick. It goes the way of Southern, and that's going to be the key too, getting in front and getting a chance of getting those free kicks. Driven long, good spoil at the back. Running onto it is Thompson. What's he going to do? Knock it through? Yes, he rushes it through to the left-hand side for a minor score on the Murray Valley Sheds scoreboard. Great Southern 3-8-26. Trail Southern on 11-10. Kicked out, couldn't mark it. Umpire gives the seagull impersonation, says play on. Long handball there. Down there by Hamilton. Players go in hard. There's a cry of ball. And the umpire will come in and award the free kick to Southern.
Yeah, it's great forward pressure again by the Southern Footy League. We've seen that all day. Their forward pressure as he pops this one up, looking for the big fella in Marshman. Might have got a push as it comes back down. This time players are appealing for deliberate, but I think with the last possession, you're not going to get too many deliberates out there, that's for sure. So,
well, there's a forward, John. Marshman got the hands chopped there, no doubt about it.
Yeah, well, I sort of don't mind that rule a bit. I think if you can play in front and you do get your arms interfered with, I think it's a good rule and it opens up the scoring a bit more. So if you play in front, you can definitely win the free kicks. And
thrown out the back, Patterson gets it over to a running carry player and he's got a free kick for holding and he'll waste no time. Just short chip. Oh, look at this man all on his own. Oh, one-hander in the end. Brown, Solomon's mark of the day contender. And Brown will go back and line up from goal for goal. The Happy Valley boy.
Just looking out there at Kempster, looks a little bit ginger as they make a few changes here. But That's the other thing with association footy. You want to leave it all out there, but I know there's probably coaches from clubs watching their players going, oh, don't get injured as we start the second half of the year. But Brown here to add more pain to Great Southern. He sets sail for goal. That looks pretty good off the boot. Just pushes across.
Oh, gee, I reckon he was pretty unlucky there, John. The goalpost moved about a foot and a half.
I was watching, we were just talking about that off air, and some of those goalposts, and a lot of the people who were here earlier, those goalposts looked like they were going to snap in half there at one stage. Just the wind and stuff that it has been. Great go there by Hamilton. Finds it off. Rogers can't quite get a clean ball out this time now. Can they find some clean footy? That's been disappointing all day. Kramer gets that one, pushes it across the line, but it's kept in there by Spinks. Spinks can't quite keep his feet, falls to ground, picked up by Johns. This is better pressure now. Spinks, we might have gone over the top, and the umpire lets that one go, so I thought it might have been in the back. Tucker now right in front of that muddy area, and that is the definition of a pigsty down there, Bruce. I don't think you'll find more muddier conditions anywhere in Australia, maybe out in the centre cricket pitch area, but tough conditions. But Southern Footy League kicking 11-11, 22 scoring shots in a half of footy pretty much has been outstanding. I've been really impressed.
Certainly has. As Great Southern come away with it, good work here by Heaslip. Looking for a mark at centre forward. Couldn't take it. There was Kennelly. The crumbs are with Southern. They run away with the footy, and Goss down to half forward. What can they conjure here? Was it Marshman coming out? Went without it. Good steal here by Cantilla, but he's under pressure. Good rebound work by Southern. Chopping it off in the 1-2. Just gets his boot to the ball. Need to fall forward over the back. Too much Wheaties. And it goes out of bounds for the last off rule. Did someone touch that?
It might have just been touched in that marking contest.
I reckon it might have been.
The coast-to-coast footy that they've played, they're just so quick, the Southern Footy League, and Speed has won out today. They've been excellent at that, and Great Southern haven't an answer for it.
Yeah, plenty of Flurio Milk player of the day for the Southern Footy League. Just been too good in that department. Thrown in, Great Southern thump it. Crumbs there with the Kramer. Hacked in, Lux of Fortune, this way, that away, snap it, goal, it's true. Great goal there to Hamilton.
Beat them.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddon's are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust. Now with Ford, so check out their Everest. Duddon's are your 4x4 and SUV specialists. Visit either of their 2 Murraybridge dealerships or visit duddons.com.au for more information. Duddon's, easy to do business with.
Jared Leanett there reading that advert out. Of course, the former Port Adelaide and St Kilda player now doing some work in the back stairs of I think North Melbourne, isn't it?
I think so.
So reads that ad for us, and he was only too happy to do so, and really proud of what we do here at MFLTV. So g'day to Jared Leanett, probably tuned in as this one centering ball down into the open spot there, and he'll play on and kick another one. No. Just rushed it. He had plenty of time there to Dylan Brown.
Been really impressed with Goodman Glasson up there across that half-forward line. He's been a multiple goal kicker from Ironbank, and he's been so clean with the footy, and it's definitely been the difference today, how clean Southern have been. Great Southern, every time they get it, they look rushed and panicked, whether that's due to pressure or just the skill level, but they adapted well to the conditions of the Southern Footy League and have put on an absolute show here and in a masterclass, and I think there'll be zone reps and state reps out here having a look, going, there's some absolute talent floating around the Southern Footy League. And you look through the AFL ranks at the moment, the amount of players that have come through the Great Southern and the Southern Footy League. So if you're a junior out there and you might not get picked up in the early grades, make sure you play association footy, because it's a great pathway through to live out your AFL dream.
Well spoken. Up towards centre wing. Good chance here for the 25 of Whitford. Still a chance here. Great Southern fighting on the ground. There was Brown. And the umpire's letting it go, but I think he's going to call ball. He is. And underneath, just nesting that like an egg, was Brown. And the free kick goes with Southern and Locke. Locke chips it up. Not a long kick, looking for, but couldn't find Patterson. He thumps it on. Oh, well picked up and great tackle in the middle.
Oh, he's called a
Thompson
trip.
gets absolutely poleaxed into the mud.
He might have called a trip there, I think. It looked to get him a little low, but a little bit unlucky.
Oh, he can't even read his number now, John, so we'll have to remember that. So he just gets up a bit prop. He might even come from the ground. And well marked in the back lines by Southern. They clear it out.
That's going to be a big one for Great
Archbold.
Southern off as well. He's been getting his hands on the footy and wants to create some run.
He has,
Thompson.
hasn't he?
So
Rogers. Oh, it's a shoebox over there, but it's hacked forward, bouncing footy in towards Marshman and the goals. The scoreboard down there, and it goes out of bounds for a throw in the right forward pocket, just around from the scoreboard. And a couple of great sponsors on there that have supported where we are today in the Commercial Hotel and the Terminus Hotel. And we can't thank Stacey and the team enough for their contribution to our team and local sport. Back in there they go. Southern just really keen for another goal. Bennett driven into full forward. Oh, a bit of a wrestle down there. Couldn't quite get it. Was Need, the Cove boy. And it goes through for a minor score on the Murray Valley Sheds scoreboard.
Yeah, they're setting up really well behind the ball here. You can see Jack Flett out here playing as a +1. And also we've got the big fella in Archibald from Christie's patrolling across his halfback. It's going to be hard to get it out. That one falls short. Brown gets his hands to it. Can't quite mark it. There's that man we spoke about, Flett, on that left foot, playing as that +1. He's got an easy kick inside forward 50. This could go through for a goal. That's an 80-metre goal. He loves it. Not only is that a Flurio Gin goal of the day, but that's a Flurio Gin goal of the year.
FP Ag are your local, independent, rural resellers across the Flurio. Whether you require specialist fertiliser blending, spreading, agronomic or animal health advice, your FP Ag local bloke can help. Looking to buy or sell livestock? FP Ag can find the right marketing solution that suits your needs, supporting local sporting clubs and communities across the Flurio. All farms, all weather, all year. Your FP Ag team is working with you. FP Ag, we're in your field.
Yes, welcome back. And we've just seen one of the longest goals you'll ever see here at Strathalbyn. That's gone, well, if you watch the show Bounce, you want to have a look at the big roost because that's gone 70 metres, I reckon. It was a good 20, 30 metres outside 50 and rolled through. So we have a look at the MGA Flurio replay here. Have you guess at how far this one went? Absolute belter of a goal there by Jack Flett, who was just lurking around that half-forward line as a +1 and just unloaded and got a lucky bounce and through it went. Great goal.
Coming forward again, Southern. Oh, great hands. Solomon's mark of the day contender there by Jack Goodman-Glasson from the Ironbank Club. And he just stuck up the Dukes. And it was almost one of those Sellies marks where the glue just was all over the fingertips. And he has made it stick brilliantly and will go back and line up for some more pain in this match for the Great Southern. 13-13 to 3-8 on the Murray Valley Sheds scoreboard. He goes back and no pressure. Sit it out to the left. Let the breeze bring it back, but he's gone too far. Goes right across the face, out of bounds for a throw-in in the left forward pocket. And we'll see a throw-in right near that point post. Numbers are around the ball. Looks like Archbold's going to go for the ruck duties here with Whitford. Up they go. Whitford front spot, taps it down. Bit of aerial ping-pong. Could fall in the hands of Southern. It does. Brown flicks it back. Players get around it quick. Oh, good pick up and steal there by Cantilla. Goes down the half back flank. Improvisation. Soccers it off the ground 25 metres. He's still running. Tackle there with a great second effort, but it goes over the boundary. Right in front of a great team at Giles signage over there. And they kick it in quickly. Mark it to centre wing for the Southern. They go back door. Mark here by Johns.
Yeah, they really want to finish this game out strong, the Southern Footy League. But there's a lot of pride on the line here for the Great Southern. We can just see right in front of our commentary box, Ollie Goss kicks that one up, well spoiled, brings it to ground. This time, this way, that away goes the Southern Footy League. Chips inside. Umpire says not 15. Finds that man Goss again. He unloads from 51 metres right to the tip of the goal square. They can't quite get it. Comes to ground. And it'll be rushed through for a minor score. But like I was just saying, Bruce, a lot of pride here for the Great Southern. Even though it's a 10-goal margin, they don't want to really get blown out of the water. The history that these two associations have and the history the Great Southern have. There's a lot of past players that'll be watching this, and if you represent that Guernsey, you want to represent it well. So we see another turnover here. This time the handball comes in from Agnew, but chopped off and chips that one up. But that's the ball use has been so disappointing.
Oh, great mark there by Patterson. He was going for the spoil originally, and then he almost patted it to himself and took 2 or 3 juggles and then just chips it over, and the mark taken by Agnew from Ranella. Another talented under-21 player in this team. And he's going to go back, no pressure, pretty much straight in front, and should drill this through.
Agnew, the under-21s played the Kangaroo Island men's team last week and won very convincingly. And Agnew, I think, was best on ground and piled on the goals. And he's an absolute up-and-coming superstar of the competition. And like you said, you talk about pathways and development. This is one kid that can definitely do it. As he sets shot, he doesn't...
Oh.
I was going to say doesn't make a mistake.
You were going to say he doesn't miss.
Just jinxed him there, but Agnew will be disappointed with that finish. Like I said, he's a under-21 star of the competition. And
commentators curse. Kempster to bring the ball back in. Beautiful kick on him, though, Agnew. And it comes up centre, straight down the, as they used to call it, the guts. Not a very nice word to use on air, but they get hold of it down here, Southern, through the agency of Mitchell. And ill-directed, good chop off down there by Great Southern, forcing a good contest. Ball goes out of bounds for a throw in.
Yeah, that big wide open ground, sometimes with the leads come out wide, you can drill one straight, like you said, up the middle, up the guts, but you saw the Southern Footy League really take advantage of that, and they've done it a couple of times and nearly came off there for Great Southern. So Rogers there feeds it in wide. This is that link-up play we've been talking about, the speed to go from inside to outside of congestion and outside of clearance. Cam just gets his hands to that one. Finds Cantilla, but chopped off there beautifully by the big man in Marshman. Creates another forward half turnover. This looks like it's going to be another shot on goal. It's just held up in the breeze. Great grab. That's the one you want to do. And down the other end of the ground that he usually plays, Connor Fitt, brother of Liam, chips that one out wide. Finds his captain, but just falls across out of his fingertips in he slip.
He's your man down there at McLaren, isn't he? You love Connor Fitt.
Yeah, he loves a bit of a celebration. He's playing a roll down back today, and he can play either end of the ground. But yeah, Connor Fitt, he's a good man. Doesn't mind a beer on a Thursday night as well. So that's what.
The way the game's falling, I reckon Great Southern could just about have them all down in the back lines and play a bit of flood footy. Such as the domination here from Southern. Back in their centre forward area. That was that young fella Agnew. Comes out wide towards our commentary box. But here's what we're saying. 3 Southern to 1 Great Southern. Great Southern gets some numbers there late. They work hard. Eventually a bit of improvisation there by Strickland. And no, not Strickland. That was Fitt. Comes back to inside 50. Good spoil there. But onto it is Goss. And he should and doesn't. Through for a minor score.
Yeah, we talk about those danger forwards.
Thought he was going to bring that back. Just couldn't connect and get the trajectory on the money.
The likes of Beanham and Goss, Tucker, these sort of fellas up forward have just caused absolute havoc for the Great Southern today, and they just haven't had an answer all day. Like you said, only 3 goals for the day and 13 goals, 16. That's a lot of scoring shots in these conditions. I did not expect that at all. As we can see, that one's just chipped in. Ollie Goss thought he might have marked that one, but just spoiled at the last minute. And another forward half turnover here. They just haven't been able to get those link-up chains of play, and coaches really look like those chains where it rebounds out of half-back, and they've just had no answer. We can see here John's setting up behind the ball, was playing as a loose man. It looks like it's going to fall into his laps. Great mark there. Handballs off quickly, finds Spinks. Spinks now pushes this one up forward. They've got a one-on-one here. Can they work it out? Now they get numbers back. Oh, beautiful play there by Sampson, I think it was. What can he finish off a great play and go coast to coast? They can't. Southern Footy League out there, get numbers back and have a look at that. John's the experienced Port Noarlunga lad. Kicks that one out and just over the top. Spinks gets a bit of panic. Can he go one way? Sell some candy. Tucker says, I'll wrap you up. No problem at all, Spinksy. And we will drive that one out and repel any chance that you guys had of coming back. Great pressure there by the Southern Footy League. They bring this one back in through the middle. Can't quite get it through the chain that time, and they'll be wrapped up. But Sampson there thought he was going to run on and kick that goal, but, gee, they got numbers back well, Bruce.
Certainly did. It's been the story of the day. Good work in there by Mitchell.
Clever.
Back to half forward. Good mark taken here by Beanham. Boy from Flaggies. Sums it up. Lovely kick. Just a little bit too much weight there for Kramer. And they go forward so quickly and it hits the post. Out of bounds on the full. And Great Southern will bring that ball in with the last off rule.
Getting absolutely belted around the footy, the Great Southern Footy League. And it's one part of the game I thought they'd do really well at, is that strong, contested, physical game. And Southern Footy League, not only have they stood up to it, but they have had it on their terms around clearances, that's for sure, as the ball comes back in through 50, outside of defensive 50, I should say. That time Kramer can't quite, falls off, looking for the umpire's free, doesn't get it. Now it moves up forward. But you just look at the numbers here, like you said earlier, Bruce, a 3-4 on 1. They just can't move it forward.
Working hard in there. Great Southern. Good stuff in there by, I think it's Vincent. He goes to ground level, stacks on the mill, and the umpire will come in and ball it up just off centre.
You can't see it on our screen, but the Southern Footy League have set up so well. I think it's flat again there. Just that +1 down there. It's playing into their hands. It's going to be hard for the Great Southern to score. They're set up so well, so Great Southern push one up to the contest, and so they've got the extra number around the ball, but Great Southern have the extra one behind the ball, and Flet's played that role really well. Only highlighted by that 70, 80 metre goal that he kicked only a few moments ago.
Up they go. No decisive win in the tap. Shervington to half forward, but a good mark again. Just used the body well and took the big mark down into the centre wing area. Can't get it. There was Davies. Gets it onto a running, carrying player in Bennett. Goes quickly forward inside 50. Coming through now. Great Southern, desperate, fit. Ball goes to ground level. Good tackle. Rock and rolls him, and the umpire comes in. He says, "My ball, boys." We'll have another ball up about 40 metres out from the Southern goal.
Great pick up there by Bennett, and a wet day. It just bounced away from him. He still had the composure to grab it. As we can see, he's lurking at the back. It doesn't come his way, though. It does come in the way of Flett, who had that big left foot goal that we've spoke about so regularly.
Fair to say that area, sorry, John, that area of the ground, not quite as chopped up and wet as up here in front of our commentary box. Ball up, half forward.
Yeah, anywhere from our commentary box all the way down to that centre forward at that southern end is just going to take a bit of work, but Strathalbyn's got probably the best ground to play on in, well, in my opinion, probably the Southern Footy League and the Great Southern combined. It's beautiful conditions, obviously Noarlunga, where the grand finals are played, home of the South Adelaide Panthers, where a few of these boys have definitely played a lot of footy. This time Spinks finally moves it up forward, but he's going to run out of time, is he? The siren has sounded, and that's three-quarter time, and Great Southern just pile on more pain as they move out to a huge margin now. 13 goals, 16, 94 to Great Southern. Have only managed the 3 goals and 8 behinds as we see the under-17s, the future of the league and the future of the SANFL and South Adelaide come out there, and there'll be plenty of scouts out watching that game as they come out to warm up, and let's hope that's a ripping contest because this one's probably been a bit of a letdown considering we're coming here with plenty of hype.
Yeah, very one-sided at three-quarter time, and the last change as a 68-point lead here to Southern. They've got really, it's signed, sealed, and just only a matter of delivering it now. They have been too good, and we go for a three-quarter time break. Play a few words from our magnificent sponsors and come back with a run home in the senior men's here on Association Footy Weekend. Great Southern taking on Southern at Strathalbyn. Back in a moment. You're watching MFLTV Live.
Simply Shutters and Shades. The simple choice when it comes to blinds, curtains, shutters and shades. With over 15 years experience, we know our stuff and we know how to help you. Zip track and zip screen, roller shutters or plantation shutters, or maybe you prefer curtains. Whatever you need, we can help make it simple and easy for you. Call Simply Shutters and Shades today. Book your free design consultation and let the team transform your vision into reality. Simply Shutters and Shades, 0413 688 486, and remember to ask for the MFLTV discount.
My baler's not picking up, the mower's not cutting it, and it's time to upgrade the tractor. It's all come at once. For the man on the land, farming is a 365 days a year tie. Lucky we got Giles Machinery just around the corner. MD and JA Giles can service all your equipment with their qualified technicians and mechanical service. For over 40 years servicing the Murraylands and Fleurieu farmers, Giles Machinery, Dunreath Road, just off Milnes Road, Strathalbyn. Phone 0885 363 455. Giles Machinery, experience on every line.
Me and the girls, we'd like to thank you for choosing Fleurieu Milk. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to continue doing what we love, helping make farming sustainable for the next generation.
For my family, some things are really important. Fleurieu Milk is fresh, from car to shelf within 24 hours. They're locally family owned, community minded and passionate about farming. Real healthy dairy products, the way they used to taste.
Fleurieu Milk, South Australian and proud of it.
Bridge Hotel, right in the heart of the creek. Drop in for a coldie after the game. Meals available, 70 Bridge Road, Langons Creek. Phone 0885 373 010.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddon's are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust. Now with Ford, so check out their Everest. Duddon's are your 4x4 and SUV specialists. Visit either of their 2 Murraybridge dealerships or visit duddons.com.au for more information. Duddon's, easy to do business with.
Yeah, welcome back to Association Football as we see an absolute beautiful rainbow appearing over to the east of Strathalbyn. As our lovely camera lady captures that one. As the rain comes back in. We haven't had it for pretty much all of this game. We've had no showers, and the Southern Footy League have taken full advantage of that and piled on the goals and pull out an 11-goal margin with only 1 quarter to go. And as we get ready for this last quarter of association football on this June long weekend, typical June conditions, and Cooper Rogers and the likes have thrived in this through that midfield dominance that they've had throughout the whole day. The Southern Footy League, this time though, the Great Southern appear to get it out, but Rogers, that man we just talked about, gets a handball, can't quite get it. He's back in there tackling again, and he's pinged holding the ball. It's a little bit tough, but the Southern Footy League, another clearance, a sure mark there, taken by the captain in Davies. Played a great game. The Ranella champion finds his teammate in Rogers. He'll swing around. He's asking his forwards to present up. Rogers chips this one up forward, looking for Kramer. Can't quite get it. Punched away this time. Can they repel now? They can. It's been just another forward half turnover here. This one's chopped off. It's gone to ground. This is going to be a walk-in goal. Around he pops through another one, and that is as easy as like Goodman Glass, and I think that's his 5th.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddon's are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust. Now with Ford, so check out their Everest. Duddon's are your 4x4 and SUV specialists. Visit either of their 2 Murraybridge dealerships or visit duddons.com.au for more information. Duddon's, easy to do business with.
So Goodman Glassen kicking his 5th. He's been the difference up forward. Well, not really the difference when you win by this far, Bruce, but he's been a damaging forward.
Five in these conditions, sensational effort. Up there again. Goodman Glasson turns around, drives it into the teeth of goal. Big fly down there. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Off hands and through to the left-hand side for a Murray Valley Sheds point on the scoreboard.
It's always easy to look at those goal kickers when you kick 5, but the likes of Ollie Goss across half forward, Tyler Davies has been instrumental in the midfield. Love Darnell Tucker's pressure as well, but then fled across half back and across that wing, has played a great game. And the ball in the midfield in Cooper Rogers, they've had winners all over the ground, Southern Footy League, and it's shone on the scoreboard this time though. It looks like that's Sampson trying to move it forward. He's a one-man band out there at the moment. And that one will be a stoppage inside forward 50, and let's hope they can have a bit of pride and run this game out strong. But it's been an absolute masterclass by the Southern Footy League. Pure dominance.
Up they go. Punched away. Good hands again by Davies. Out towards the half-back line. One for the runners. Bit of real estate out here. Oh, good attack there on the body. Umpire didn't seen that as fair. Diving in there. Stacks on the mill. Good work in there by, might be Cantilla. And we'll have a ball up right on the southern side there of the ground. Up they go. Players go in there, punched away by a Southern. Bit of aerial ping pong, hacked around the corner by Spinks. But Southern just too desperate. Pushed it forward, but Great Southern cut it off, comes to half forward. Good tackle applied there. And the umpire says holding in the end. Little unlucky. Free kick goes the way of Great Southern. Che in towards the full 4 area, straight over the top of the big man, Draper. Thought he might have done a little bit better today. Back into the half back area for Southern, locked in there, and the umpire will come in and ball it up.
Yeah, Patrick Che's tried his hardest out down there for sure, and we mentioned about Yankalilla there, rise up the ladder, and he's been one of the reasons why he has. As we see the captain there, Ian Heaslip, taking it over the line. He can hold his head high. He's led from the front. Probably a little bit quieter quarter in that third, but he's been a trier all day and takes this game seriously, which everyone should. It's a great pathway forward, as we've talked about. This one comes up. Looks like Thompson had that, but well spoiled. This is where they've been so damaging. The speed and the skill of Southern Footy League has shone. A couple of sockers off the ground there by Bennett. But it's
great tackle.
Great tackle there.
By Beanham. Just locked him up, and it was almost like a car hitting a big bogged area and just stopping straight away, which we got a photo of earlier of a car getting bogged on the other side of the oval, and we'll blot the number plates out and stick that on our Facebook page. Funny stuff, community footy, you got to love it. And that ball goes out of bounds in front of Connor Fitt for a throw-in in the right forward pocket. Do you look at it out there now, apart from the ground, the sun's out, beautiful afternoon for footy. A little bit breezy. So the damage was done earlier. Hacked around the body, but it's gone to the right-hand side. Another point on the Murray Valley Shed scoreboard. And plenty of them, as you said before, John, with the scoring shots. 14 goals. What's that? 14, 16, is it?
Yeah, 14,
30 scoring shots thereabouts.
14, 17. It's, to have that many scoring shots in these conditions.
Dominated.
If she was a dry day, it could have been really ugly. I think whether it's just taken a bit of gloss off association footy, I don't think it has. It just shows you that if you can put your hand up to play association footy and get a leg into a Sandful club that way, because not everyone does go through the traditional 14s, 16s, 18s. There are other avenues to do it nowadays, and if you can get a look in this way and you can star on the day like you have, like the Southern Footy League have today, there's plenty of scouts out there watching. So it's two of the best competitions going around, and I think it shows the strength and the way the AFL clubs recruit. I think there's something been about 25 players taken from the Southern and Great Southern in the last 10 years at AFL level. So none more than Jason Horn-Francis, who's a little bit hamstrung sore at the moment, but doing great things on the AFL from Christie's Beach. So wherever you can start from, it's not where you start, but where you finish. And Cooper Rogers racking up another possession here. He's got plenty of runners here. Goes one way, he'll probably get it back. I think that's Tucker there, just chips that one out wide. Clever footy.
Yeah, just almost playing with them, aren't they?
Yeah, it's disappointing to watch actually if you're a great Southern Footy League representative or down there and playing, and that's Big Marshman, the Ranella champion, will go back and have a shot and pile on their 15th goal in wet, slippery conditions. It's been a masterclass.
Straight in front, no pressure, but he's going to go short.
Franz Kramer.
And probably as far as distance goes, not a lot gained or shortened, however you want to look at it. And it will be Nick Kramer, the boy from Happy Valley, lining up from goal, right on centre, half forward. Well, no voucher today, but we will present a Bridge Hotel Player of the Match. And he has got that straight through the middle. Another one to the Southern Footy League, and they march on.
FP Ag are your local, independent, rural resellers across the Fleurieu. Whether you require specialist fertiliser blending, spreading, agronomic or animal health advice, your FP Ag local bloke can help. Looking to buy or sell livestock? FP Ag can find the right marketing solution that suits your needs, supporting local sporting clubs and communities across the Fleurieu. All farms, all weather, all year. Your FP Ag team is working with you. FP Ag, we're in your field.
Oh, back in the middle. And we think of 2 or 3 players that aren't playing here for Great Southern, the likes of Mitten, Brett Ellis. He's an absolute champion, Brett Ellis. But, you know, it's a game you've got to promote the young ones, and I think that's a good thing that the Great Southern have done. And, you know, those sort of guys like Brett Ellis, he's been there and done it, hasn't he? And
yeah, represented the state as well.
Come out here and dominate, you know, sort of time comes, doesn't it, where got to promote the younger ones.
I think it's definitely a way of the future, and it'd be a really good stepping stone.
So you've got to have, 5 players under 21 or something, you know?
Yeah. And so I think the thing is with the Southern Footy League, they're players that are under 21. You know, you've got Ollie Goss and Cooper Rogers and these guys that are that younger brigade, and they've been some of their better players. So and they've led the way.
Just really emerging, aren't they?
Yeah, they definitely are. And as we see here, a bit of run and carry. Can he get him? And that's definitely what the Great Southern have missed all day, is a bit of run and carry there by Thompson. He's been damaging all day doing that, but we just haven't seen enough of it. And the forwards will be pretty frustrated as Spinksy takes that mark. And
good to see the boys, even though they're down by a good 12, 13 goals, getting around each other and keeping the camaraderie there. And again, that's about 4 set shots we've seen Great Southern miss. And that could have quite easily have been 7 goals.
Yeah,
I definitely know there's been 3.
I think so. And that's the other thing. They've just wasted so many opportunities. 3 goals, 9. I know it's an absolute flogging one-way traffic, but you can have some pride and put that pride on the scoreboard. You see Vincent, beautiful, strong tackle by Rogers. He wants a free kick for that. He's a little bit unhappy, a little bit unlucky, but he gets the reward of last possession out. And Rogers, for mine, he's such a strong player around the ground. He's really bulked up over the last few years. I've known him for a few years with his McLaren when he was younger, and he went away, played from South Adelaide footy, and he's gone back to his dad's old club in Happy Valley, where half of McLaren's parents come from. And he's playing sensational footy, the absolute ball on the midfield.
Another chance again here for Great Southern. 13 minutes to go at centre half forward. Chance here at Southern, just chop it off again. And here's that man again. He's just been in everything. Cooper Rogers, short chip, just so elegant. Over, finds Patterson. Patterson quickly over and finds Copley, who goes long into centre half forward. Great Southern chop it off, but again, just can't go nowhere there. The big man in Shervington, and locked in for a glad wrap tackle and another ball up, punched away. Just got the handball. Hard work in there in that shoebox maze. Oh, a little thumble there by Vincent. Chance here for Southern. Pick it up now, Bennett.
Lucky to get a free kick there, Vincent. Like you said, it's just that fumbling. They just haven't been as clean as Southern today. Great Southern, and Vincent lucky to get that free kick after a fumble, but he'll take it. Just gets pressured at the last moment, skews the kick.
The old pie floater.
Wasn't it right down in front of our commentary box where it's very wet? That's a great tackle there. As you can just see, some strong tackles. Is that going to be a dangerous tackle? He has paid a dangerous tackle there. And just can't quite, but he might have pulled a hamstring or a bit of cramp as well. Patrick Che in that tackle might be a bit of cramp late in this day as time ticks on. But time ticks on, and so does the machine of the Southern Footy League. That might be holding the ball. It's called a throw. So that's Connor Fitt, who's played a pretty good game down there in the back lines. He's generally a forward, but can swing down the other end of the ground and played pretty well. He's got a pretty booming right foot as we see that one. Sends that one high, looking for the ruckman. Falls off hands, comes down to Connor Locke. Locke gets pressured, fires out the handball, looking for Tucker. Can't quite. Darcy Brown now kicks that one out on his left foot. Great spoil off the ball. So see a bit of ping pong happening in there in the middle. Brought out there now by Bennett. He's played a good game of footy, as have most of the stars for the Southern Footy League.
Just such clean hands there by Southern in that pack to work it out of there. Yeah, through traffic. As Great Southern a chance now. Falls into the arms of Putter Jimmy. Gets into the inside 50 and a mark here to Great Southern by Che. The boy from Yankalilla goes short. Had a good game last week.
Good kick.
And lovely kick. And probably that's one of the rare times there has been a great big Southern fist coming through and spoiling that straight out of Ryan Kennelly out of Goolwa's hands. And we were really impressed, weren't we, with Ryan Kennelly when we got Goolwa up over Strathalbyn a few weeks ago down there at by the sea, as he has steered it through for a late one for Great Southern. They've got 4.
What does farming and the BT50 have in common? They are both reborn and built from the ground up. Perfect for the man on the land or that adventure, the BT50 is available at Duddon's Murraylands. Duddon's are a 70-year-old, third-generation, family-owned, multi-franchise dealer that you can trust. Now with Ford, so check out their Everest. Duddon's are your 4x4 and SUV specialists. Visit either of their 2 Murraybridge dealerships or visit duddons.com.au for more information. Duddon's. Easy to do business with.
Yeah, welcome back. We come to the dying stages, and a free kick has been awarded there to the captain in Davies. He's played a great game through the midfield. The Ranella champion, premiership captain last year. That famous win. Chips that one up forward, centre forward, can't quite get it. Ball comes out now. Can the Great Southern finish strongly and get a couple of late goals and get a little bit of respectability back on that scoreboard, even though it is very ugly for all the folk from McLaren down to Goolwa, out to Langhorne Creek, and Waiponga has been very disappointed down that end of town. We see Che now. He's been tried hard, but great tackle. That's holding the ball. Fantastic. And that's the pressure all day, that never give up attitude that the Southern have had. Kicks that one up, finds it. Bit of trouble there. Wasn't the best pass going inside forward 50. Tries to break the tackle. Can't now. Great Southern get the clearance out there, but it's well chopped off by Copley. The umpire says play on. Che gets a handball out. Now it's tapping it around. Comes down to Goss. He's been fantastic. Chopped off there by Carnelly. He moves it up forward. They can get a goal. Here's the speed of Vincent. If it sits, he'll waltz into a goal. Can run all the way in. Has a shot from 25. He pokes it through. And they've got their 5th. Great passage of play there by Great Southern.
FP Ag are your local, independent, rural resellers across the Fleurieu. Whether you require specialist fertiliser blending, spreading, agronomic or animal health advice, your FP Ag local bloke can help. Looking to buy or sell livestock? FP Ag can find the right marketing solution that suits your needs, supporting local sporting clubs and communities across the Fleurieu. All farms, all weather, all year. Your FP Ag team is working with you. FP Ag, we're in your field.
Back in the middle, it has been one-way traffic. Great Southern, Sting's gone out of the match, scoring the last couple of majors. Soccer out of the middle there by Patterson to half forward. Good diving attempt down there. Body on body, that's first quarter stuff. Players still going in as hard in this last quarter as the first. Hacked out of there, good stuff there by Brooke. Out to centre wing. Bit of a panic out here running at it's Davies. He's been outstanding down towards that half-forward line for Great Southern, but it's Southern that repel it back to centre wing. Oh, great effort. Good pick up off the ground there by Shervington. That was dry weather football. Sorry, that might have been a Copley. Dry weather football into centre forward. Might have got taken high. Play on's the call into that full forward area. No one can take the mark. Ball gets fisted forward into that front and centre area, and Great Southern clear.
Yeah, up towards half forward, a one-on-one, which there hasn't been too many of. Falls out the back. Cantilla will want to run onto that, but he can't. It's well chopped off, but intercepted there by Lockie Nash, who I think has been a great try today from Mount Compass. He's given it all through the midfield and through half forward. He's one of a few that's representing Mount Compass, and he's done a great job of it. So well done to Lockie Nash. He's had a great year and doing his absolute darndest out there. He's been excellent. 7 minutes left here as we just nearly approach time on. Darcy Brown kicks that one up forward, looking for his big stars. Cantilla can't quite. You can't claim that mark. He might have paid a push, has he? Or I'm not sure what he's paid there, the umpire, but he's let that one go. Finds an uncontested player. Number 21 in Copley. Copley moves along quickly, finds Kramer. What can he do with the footy? Handballs it off. Another inside 50 for Southern. Beautiful mark up forward there, Marshman. He's coming in late and going to bag a few. He's been fantastic. Such a big presence there. And Lockie Cam, he's got the height, but probably just not the strength and the muscle to go with big Marshman. And he looks to put through another goal and extend that out to 12 or 13 goal margin. That one comes off the side of the boot in these slippery conditions, but it falls down. Goss can't quite grab it. Soccer off the ground, doesn't come off. This time all gets flattened as he does as Cooper Rogers intercepted now. And Great Southern look to clear it.
In the back pocket, Mark here with the GSFL. They go down the centre wing. Good run and carry here for Sampson. He decides to go back and slow things down. Get somebody forward with the ball. Centering ball now. Up they go, 2-on-1. Good effort there by Southern. They come away with the footy. Sweeping handball over the top. Centre wing. Lovely little weighted kick. Oh, he went this way, that way. Got himself into trouble. Tucker round the body. Didn't come off. Oh, that went to Highway. Just went straight past it. Ball goes to ground level. Shoebox develops down there. Slippery conditions. Towards the boundary line. And the umpire blows his whistle, and I think we'll have a ball up.
I think that's been one of the differences today. You see the way they cleared that Southern Footy League. It wasn't just straight down the line, bomb and hope footy. They moved it sideways. Unlucky there, Tucker. I thought he was going to break that tackle. He's so good at it, but they did get well held up there. But the way they've broken tackles today and moved the footy fast and sideways and shifted the defence of Great Southern, it's been a feature to watch.
Another ball up. Up they go. Rucks, Jewel. Oh, might have got a high tackle. No. Another good tackle holding the ball this time. And Great Southern the free kick through the agency of Carnelli. Onto it quickly. Gets it back into 1-2. Now sweeps it wide. Got a player out there on his own. Takes the mark. Centre wing. Just didn't quite pick up who it was.
Yeah, Darcy Brown there.
Brown, was it? Yep. Chips it in the middle. Nash sweeps it wide. Good trap down there by Draper. But once again, ill-directed and out of bounds.
Yeah, the skills have let them down as well, Great Southern. And
just think Draper leading a little bit too wide there.
Yeah, I think, that's right. But hats off to the Southern Footy League who've set up really well behind the ball and probably force those kicks to go wide rather than
it's
Great Southern
pretty hard sometimes, but you like to lead straight out, don't you? So you make it easier to sit in front and kick a goal rather than be in the pocket. But
you had a ball carrier with no pressure on him coming through the midfield, and you forced him to kick wide over that eastern side where that wind's blowing. It doesn't give him much hope. You want to present a little bit more straight up and down the V and get an easy shot on goal if you do get it, because even if you do get over in that pocket, we've seen she's pretty tough work over there. Not many have kicked him.
Certainly is. And we'll see a throw in that right forward pocket about 15 metres around from the beautiful old scoreboard here. Tapped away. And the Shepherd off in the ruck, I think, or is the boundary umpire just going to
re-throw that one in? Might have slipped off as we approach the last couple of minutes here. And Who do you think's we move on to the next game, Bruce? That under 17s, you see that up-and-coming talent coming. It's going to be a great game to watch. I unfortunately have to get on my bike and get out of here, but it's going to be a great game to watch. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what this game has been, and there's some huge talent on both sides of the ball there.
Yeah, we look forward to having Hayden back in the commentary box for that one. But this one here, well, there's been several good players, pretty hard to pick, and best on ground will be a tough choice. Goss here through the middle. It slides and carries him about another 20 metres. He's got a man just sitting on the end of it. Running onto that's Goodman. Glassen drives it in towards the goals. I think he's got 5 or something to his name. We've lost count. Goes to the left-hand side. Ill-directed, unlucky.
Yeah, I think
Wind just took it across.
I think Rogers has been great. Goss has been great. Tyler Davies through the midfield. Goodman Glassen kicking 5 in these conditions has been outstanding, and it's hard to find good players for the Great Southern, but I'm sure they'll pick one of them out. They've had a few. I've enjoyed watching the Sampson boys play. They've been really good, and Heaslip early was excellent. He's drifted a little bit out of the day, but he's got some pride, and but it's been a long, hard day.
Into the middle, well chopped off by Spinks. Spinks goes into the centre wing area and well chopped off and intercepted by Southern. They quickly get it on the boot into that forward area, and it's well chopped off here by Great Southern. Bit of schoolyard footy back to back. Marking it down there, I think, was Fit, wasn't it?
Yeah, Lockie Cam, that one might have been. The tall arms of Lockie Cam. This time, Great Southern looked to propel through the midfield. Only be seconds left, I would imagine, but they would love another goal to finish off what has been an absolute romp today. This time now, Goss, can he do something magic? Finds Dylan Brown. He just misses that one to the near side, trying to get a dribble kick to finish off the day. But it's been outstanding out there to watch as you just get notification there's a minute left and playing for time, and it's been an absolute masterclass. It's been brilliant to watch, actually. And you know, when you're stuck in your own league, you don't get to see too many of the other boys play from other leagues. But this has been fantastic, and they've been well-deserved, comfortable winners today, the Southern.
Well, as you know, John, we've done the finals series down there in the Southern Football League, not last year, but the 4 years prior. And yes, we have noticed some really good talent, and some of those now playing, 3 or 4 lads playing SFL, and it's just a pleasure to watch. And it certainly has been at even though it's been one-sided. Good mark here in the centre by Kempster. Short chip, lovely space made there by Heaslip with the dying stages of the match. And Heaslip into the forward pocket. Good tackle down there. Ball spills free and goes over the line out of bounds for a throw-in as we count down the seconds here at Strathalbyn in this senior interleague match, and Southern well and truly home. 15-19, 109 to Great Southern 5-9-39 as the siren goes, and that might be a goal on the siren. It is. Well, it makes it look a slight bit more respectable, but it's been Southern in one-way traffic, and they win 15-19, 109 to Great Southern 6-9, 45. The margin of some 64 points in favour of the Southern Football League, and they were just too good today. And some of their better players, well, for Southern, as John said, Davies, Rogers, outstanding, Goss, Goodman, Glassen, and Marshman finishing off up forward, and many good contributors. Look, we could single out another 3 or 4 there for sure. Whilst for Great Southern, who did you have circled there, Johnny?
Yeah, it's been a tough day for them for sure, the Great Southern, and they'll be really upset with that performance. But I think a couple of the Maiponga boys were really good. I thought Jake Spinks tried hard today, as did Hayden Sampson. Heaslip was very good early, and I liked the game of Lockie Nash as well. I thought he tried all day, as well as Patrick Che up forward. So it was good to see some of the players who are in teams that are outside of the 5 and struggling a little bit with the Yankalilla boys, and Mount Compass and Lockie Nash tried hard all day. And but hats off to the Southern Footy League. They were outstanding and deserved that comfortable win as we dripped through the scores.
Yep.
You can see there the hot start that happened for the Southern Footy League. 6-5 in that first quarter really set the tone, and to pull out to a 7-goal margin.
So after that was really 9 goals to 5. So it was a little bit evener than we thought, but the damage done in that first quarter, 6-5 to 1-2, then 10-9 to 3-7, 13-16 to 3-8. The final terms, 3-1 to Great Southern and 2-3 to Southern, for Great Southern to win that last quarter, which was probably something to take from the match, but the Sting's definitely gone out of the match. Well, Johnny, great to have you in again. What a day we've had here. I think it will go down in history. One of the games we've had to shift commentary boxes, and we'll get down and get an interview with the best on ground for both sides if we can. And up next will be on our last stream, which you can get off the either off the Great Southern Football League Facebook or our Facebook, MFLTV, or our sister Facebook, Murrayland's Facebook. That is Mallee Football-MFNN Sporting Results. Get the links off the pin post there. And for the final match here, under lights, a debut for the under-17s, under lights. So that is a great spectacle. And Hayden will be joining us in commentary for that. John, big thank you to you. Great job again, and we look forward to having you back on the in the trailer, hopefully next weekend or the weekend after, with the next round of Great Southern Footy. Good job, mate.
No worries, Bruce. Thank you very much. And it's been a great day out here at Strath, but as a Great Southern local, it's disappointing, but hats off to Southern Footy League. They've been outstanding straight from the first bounce today.
Yeah, definitely too good. Well, big thanks again. See if we can zip down and get a best on ground interview and come back, play a few ads, and come back with the under-17s.